your hair, and I'm just like,
True.
it's like, it's literally. I mean, this is how big the ribbon is. I mean, just in
That's
case
pretty
anyone's
big.
like curious, it's pretty large.
But it literally blended in with your outfit. It was
True.
just...
Yeah, I think I was wearing it with, like, wearing with my headset. So
Exactly.
I mean, you can see how that could go.
All right. We're all back. We're all recentered. All of the
Yes.
cats are fine now. All of the
Yes.
birthday presents have been delivered. Everyone's got water.
Yeah.
Where were we? Oh, Kiko and Yggdrasil have to do their bonds, I think is what it is, right? Number 2.
I just made
Yes.
my mentor.
Yep.
Rocky.
And I made Momo. So Momo is going to be the evil future version of Yggdrasil, and that's the name that we're temporarily giving them until we figure out a better one. Kiko, Yggdrasil, you got any ideas for other bonds? Get one more. Nothing? We'll fill the void. Talk to me, Cotton. What do we got here? What are you thinking? You wanna set up 2 other NPCs, maybe?
You know what? Sure, I'll make a new NPC.
That's
Sounds
not
fun.
what I said, but okay.
set up 2 NPCs.
You do what you need to. Uh-oh.
Thank you. So, yeah, sorry, Arthur, I missed my cue there because I was just writing something else.
No, don't worry. We've got new
Oh.
Arasido fan art.
Oh, wait. Can I connect Tony Chopra and Darkness Dark Magic?
Yes, you can. That makes perfect sense, too.
No!
This Yggdrasil art is way too hardcore. I love the little kitty eye patch as well. This is so sick.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is dope, yo.
I feel
I
like...
really like the eye patch, yeah.
I know, she reminds me of Bane, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like a really badass version of Bane, who was
Oh,
not
yeah,
scary
the
at all.
bubbles.
Holy cow.
I know, the bubbles.
Yes.
The bubbles.
And I love that there's definitely a hint of skirt there. You made it work. We got the spikes and the skirt.
Listen,
I
you
like
demand...
it. At least a hint of skirt. I like it.
I love the armored thing right here with the death spikes with the big bow holding it in
Exactly.
place.
The World of Warcraft style shoulder pauldrons where you've only got one on one side.
Yes. And then the bow.
I feel like now's a great time to talk about how you too can get drawings from Arasido by going to twitter.com. No, just go to @BCarvello. Or I should be better at this. I feel like his email is also bcarvello@gmail.com. Just look for Arasido. You'll find it eventually. He will make you art for dollars. Throw money at him. It'll work out well for you.
I got the link.
Oh. I'm following you now. Thanks, Arasido. I followed you on your tweeters, so I know where to find you.
Excellent. So we have a connection.
Oh my gosh. You guys. So, Cotton, you drew me my first bit of fan art. This is so amazing. And Arasido is my second bit. This is outstanding.
So dope.
I'm having feelings about fan art of my characters.
There are people who have taken Arasido fan art and hung it on their refrigerator, like Yo Jojo.
Oh, it's really perfect. I'm having some feelings right now. Maybe it's because I'm emotional because my cats are having a hard time. But
it's perfectly reasonable to have feelings from seeing some of that art.
This is really outstanding. Oh my gosh! Look at her mohawk and her scars and her bald head and her spikes. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, we got to toss it to you though, TL.
All right, I'm ready. I'm trying.
You're last
I'm
in the list.
I'm tearing up here.
It's Bond's time.
Goodness. I'm doing it. All right. I did one secret one with the cemetery. What happened in my absence? There's one happening with Toby Chopra and Darkness
there's
Dark
a
Magic.
new one connected to you. Your future evil self is connected to you.
What?
I mean, it makes sense because
yeah,
it's you.
Okay, sure. Yes. Okay. I feel like I think it's going to be, you know what, Noko? It's going to be you. I'm going to do this. Can I just draw it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Noko is going to be you. And I think this makes sense, Arthur, over here.
The cemetery?
Yes.
I'm already connected to the cemetery.
You are connected to the
Actually?
Are you
cemetery.
already there? Okay, good.
See that thin pink line?
Yep.
I'm missing it. I've missed it, but that's good. So how do I do
Right
not
here.
get
I'll grab this one
the
and
thing.
delete it.
Okay. So now let's see. That's good. All right. So that makes sense in that thing. That makes sense in that thing.
I was wondering if you wanted to add a secret tag to your Sentinel armor.
Oh yeah, that totally makes sense. We
If
had that
maybe there's
discussion.
some way of powering it up of some kind that you
Yeah.
you either do know but haven't done yet, or don't know but want to discover it.
Yeah. That makes it. Arthur, thank you for pointing that out. That was right in front of my face. That's perfect. That's exact. Makes a ton of. We literally talked about that the last show about I don't know what it is. So that's brilliant. Yeah. And there's question marks right there. So clearly that is the right thing.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Yeah.
no problem. I did want to cut back. Kiko, you had connected Toby to darkness. Is there anything you wanted to add to that beyond the known connection that she uses him in order to attack you?
Can I add that he's starting to distrust her now?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. So let's figure out who picked up how many extra bonds. I think Yggdrasil, you picked up 1. Naoko, you picked up 1.
Yes.
What was your first one? Was Rocky. What was the other one?
The other one was my secret between my weapon.
Yep.
Or,
Yep.
my shield
So
and
everybody
gauntlet.
picks up 1. So let me give you all 1 extra hope point. Oop, oop. Oh no, I'm sorry. You guys get full hope points. Crap, I'm gonna have to count up all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is ridiculous. Naoko has 17? Holy cow.
Nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yggdrasil has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
2 more.
11 more.
I had only increased by 2. 2 from the last time. I had 10.
Kiko is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Got so much hope. Such optimist.
All right. All right. So, you make it back into class late. Your teacher is there. He's somewhat fondish of some of you, but definitely immediately demands, "Young ladies, where have you been? Math class has already started."
Well, you see, sir, our friend Scimitar, or what's his name? David. We found
Al-Hamadi.
Yes, Al Hamadi. We found him collapsed outside of the school on the grounds, and so we rushed him to the nurse's office. Here's a note from her, right here, explaining this everything. We're deeply sorry, but obviously we couldn't leave one of our classmates in that sort of state. He's currently unconscious in the nurse's bed, or the.
No, that checks out.
Okay.
You said it a little weird, but it is true. So he's just like, "Well, I see here. Everything seems to check out very well. Take your seats. We're on algebra and how it relates to trigonometry. Now look at these wonderful charts here. As you can see, the relationship between the different sides of the and he starts going on and on and on.
I'm not interested at all. School lazy.
Where do we go from here? You've just been attacked at home, at the school.
Yeah.
Things are going sideways. Your old
She
enemy has come back.
And she comes out of nowhere. The first time I saw her, but these last 2 times have definitely been her dark magic finding me, us.
So let me ask, can we cut to you at lunch then? Maybe talking about coming up with a plan? So
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
we cut to lunch. As you are entering the cafeteria, in the background, only you can see it. Only the 3 of you can see it. there's a shimmering barrier that's preventing, it's like a cloaking field, preventing anyone from seeing what's going on inside. There are 4 magical girls with hard hats and wrenches and like construction equipment that are repairing the swing set using ritual magics to like clean up all of the area. They're called menders. Naoko, you're training to become a higher ranking mender. And this is the thing that they do. They spend all of their time going around to places where magical girls have broken concrete or a building's falling down or, you know, like a dock breaks. And they use magic to either repair it or they use time reversal spells. They're either super enthusiastic or very jaded and bitter.
Yeah, this is not what I expected. You know, this isn't what I read in the job description.
So one of them's using like a leaf blower to push all of the sakura blossoms into a corner, and she's just like, still full sailor outfit on while she's doing it. To everybody else, it just looks like a regular, normal cloak field. You know.
Have I seen magical girls around our school before?
Yes, I'm gonna say anytime you've ever had a fight with dark magic, they show up afterwards to clean up.
Right. Okay. So that's.
So you guys are kind of like the local defense team for this and all the area, like cemetery, any place that you've listed as a bond. You're kind of expected to defend those locations. They show up to like clean up afterwards because they're specialists.
Do I recognize them?
Probably.
Okay.
Do you recognize? So let me bounce that back to you. Do you recognize them?
I feel like at least 1 or 2. If it's sort of a regular crew, then yes.
Yeah.
If it's not a regular crew, then I don't think so. But if it's like a regular crew, I think I'd know, like at least enough to be like tap on the window and say hi.
The leader of the crew, her name is Cynthia, but it's spelled S-Y-N.
Cynthia with an S.
Yes. Everyone calls her like a wannabe dark magical girl. She wears a black sailor outfit. She's got lots of gray tones going on.
Nice.
She wears coal and black lipstick.
That's why we like each other.
Okay, yeah, she just kind of waves.
Of course. Yeah. I give her the...
puts her wrench on her shoulder and is just like...
Yes.
Full on eye roll.
Yes.
Slightly suspicious. Well, she's like a wannabe, like... supposedly wannabe dark magical girl, right? And she feels a connection with Yggdrasil. Then,
are you set? Because this is your first day of school, right? You're set. Well, second day of school. You're looking and you're like,
yeah, I'm like kind of like eyeing them both and like the interaction.
The two metal and goth chicks are buddies. She's cool. It's cool.
I want to kind of wave to the other ones too.
Yeah, they definitely wave back, but they're also like pulling out a jackhammer.
That's awesome. I don't know what it is that is calling. So in the there was this what is it called? I can't remember what they're called, but it's when I'm trying to give you a pep talk, and so they have like all these posters. It's the opposite of that one. And
demotivational.
That's the one. And one of those demotivational posters said, "The only thing recurring in your failed relationships is you. Like the only one repeating factor in everything that goes wrong in your life is you." So that's where Yggdrasil is coming from with this. Like the only thing that has been the same in each of these encounters I've had where dark magic is me. And I don't know if I'm calling her or I'm doing it or I've taken something. I don't know what it is. This is the third time. And she definitely has no problem hurting people out in the open. Or using Yomi in order to do her dirty work for her. So I'm not, and if it is me, then the school is not safe. Kiko and Naoko, you're not safe.
Well, You're talking about like, whether or not this person's like the future you, right? Or
Right, and I don't know what it is between us. I definitely don't have any insight. I don't know that. I just don't know.
well, Idrasa, you just have to be sure that in your quest for power and being able to take down dark magic, that you don't then turn aside, your morals and everything in that process. That you become so overzealous that you lose sight of the full picture. I think then you will definitely lose. I don't think these are things where you're losing. It's just challenges that we're having to try to overcome. I think we only lose when we lose sight of our goal and our objective as magical girls.
You're right.
You have to keep your head up.
You're right.
We're here for a purpose, and with 3 of us together, there's no way we can't come up with a solution.
Definitely, with the 3 of us together, it turned out better than it would have been. I mean, I'm look like I do because of her, and she definitely.
You because you choose not to heal. So is it because of her or because of you?
I don't look at. I don't respond. I just look at you like.
Just food for thought.
Are you saying that while like playing with your mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
You like have some chopsticks in a bento box. Just
of course. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
Sushi, of course, right?
Yeah, sushi. Kiko, I feel like this is a great time for you to get a text message from Kano, your mentor, who passed you the moon scythe. She talks in like leet speak because she thinks it's cool. And she uses all the like kid lingo, even though she's like 200 years old. So she's like, "Yas, what's up, girl? How you been? Going to sushi market after school? We'll get ice cream for you in the gang. Bring Yggdrasil, please, please, please? Question mark."
I'm gonna turn to the group and mainly Yggdrasil and go, you want to go meet up with and I just kind of show you the text message.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that I know that this person. Do I know it? Wait. No, this is your mentor.
That's yep.
I think I would have shared that with you before.
Yes.
Since
this is
been
your
together
mentor.
for a while.
Yeah.
So it's your senpai. Apparently.
Senpai. It's actually the other way around. Kano is chasing after Yggdrasil, thinks that she'd be a good new student, and really likes her.
Yes, yeah. That she told me that. I was like, wait, I just want to make
Kiko has been resistant with letting them meet up, however. They've never actually met in person.
But you know about her.
Yes, we've established that we know each other, but not that they've ever met.
Let's do it. There isn't anything else in this day that can go wrong.
She might be able to help. Give us some advice. Well, you can come too.
To sound something more along, this is your mentor and her senpai. I think I have some business to take care of myself. So
are you sure? We made a good team. You could join our team if you want. I'm just saying, it's a possibility.
I'm not too. Let's give it a time. I am part cat, or all cat. So it takes me a bit to warm up to people. I'll be sure to see y'all tomorrow.
Like a literal cat or like a figurative cat?
Well, no, I was a cat that got turned into a magical girl.
Yeah, so she was a literal cat.
I was a literal cat.
Get it. You do you. We'll catch you up later.
I have a cat.
Which story do we want to follow first? The Mysterious Journey of Naoko, or
I want to know what's going on. Where is she going?
I feel like the screen fades to black, and that's actually what comes up. It's like story 1, The Mysterious Journey of Naoko.
Yeah.
It's like one of those animes that shows everything that happens at the same time, but does it in multiple storylines.
Yeah, it was like all happening simultaneously. Cool. I'm good with that. So,
like this. What is gonna happen? Oh my gosh.
What is gonna? I mean, I have no idea.
I'm seriously nosy right now. I feel like it's just.
I know. I'm
popcorn.
Right there with you.
Well, I assume clearly this these beings or bumpkins are something that I'm not sure about, and y'all they are going to their mentor. So I want to go and see my mentor, Rocky, to brief him on what's going on, get his feedback and possible ways to figure things out. How I can beat this, or how can I make myself, more prepared for next time.
All right. I feel like you probably can find Rocky at the cemetery.
Okay.
So I think we established last time, there's like a particular gravestone you slept on when you were a cat that you really
Super
liked.
sunny and warm.
So he's leaning up against
perfect.
that gravestone with a switchblade comb, just like.
Rocky.
Hey, Naoko, how's it going?
Good. I knew find you here. I'm not quite sure if you heard through the grapevine, but there's been some stuff happening around town, and specifically at school. Have you heard about anything?
No, but that sounds really terrible.
Yes. So there's a dark magical girl, darkness, dark magic, who has been turning the local Yomi to the dark side, and we're not quite sure. It seems like she can predict all of our moves before they happen. And I just need to, figure out how I can be more prepared for next time. And if you had any idea of how she could predict this stuff before, like, basically, it's like, she knows what we're gonna do before we do it. How can this be?
There are a lot of time rituals to go forward, to go back, to learn things, but there could be another way as well. Don't get me wrong. It's probably magic, but if you entered the astral realm, you could look into the dreams of people. The further away you go, the stranger things happen. Time, space, emotion, energy, they all cease to blur. Things become one. It's real weird when I ride out there.
Willy Willard. Um, do you think? I mean, what happens when you like? What is necessary in order to invoke a time thing? Like, does a new timeline is new timeline created, or is it just like what
Some
exactly
say they
happens?
are, some say they aren't. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
I
So
know a
then how?
princess. She can help rewrite history. It's a second tier ritual called Rewrite Minor History. I don't know it myself, but I could get you an introduction.
That'd be great. I mean, I think we need anything in our power to just be able to prep this. I mean, there's anything way to negate this time traveling even like.
So he overdoes, does the arm folds and is like, yeah, maybe you've heard of her. She's a new up and comer, this princess. They call her Yano. Apparently, she used to be a cat girl, and you know Yano. You
I
used
do
to
know
hang out with
Yana.
her all the time. Yeah, she just showed up a couple weeks ago, but they've already elected her. Apparently, she's really popular.
That's the name sound. I feel like there's something there, but seems like I know her or something. But I can't put my paw on it. Awesome. Well, I also want to ask about my weapons. I know that you're knowledgeable on the cat paws. Is there a way that I can properly use them better, upgrade them, or use them in this? I mean, like I said, like we're dealing with time, and like that's a little bit of a scary thing to me, at least, since
All right, there is something you can do here. Interestingly enough, it's not create an aspect, right? Maybe it is create an aspect. Yes. When you create an aspect, you
Mm-hmm.
can reveal something about an object, a place, a person, a thing. So this is a way to learn other people's aspects to use them against them.
Okay.
So what he's gonna say is, "I can't help you with that. Your soul token is bound to you." And he like folds in his comb. "You're gonna have to look inside yourself for the power of your soul, the justice and truth and all that stuff." Hey.
Hey.
So he like gestures to the rock that you like to lie on. He's like,
Hmm.
"Lie down."
What, right here?
Yeah, lie down right here. This is your favorite spot. The sun is really good right now. There's no one here to distract you. Just lie down and concentrate on your soul token. Make the cat's paw the entire focus of what you're doing.
Okay. All right. I'll try it. So I like lay out and I start kind of like, what is it, searching inward, like how did my soul token first come to me? Like, why did it come to me?
This is some cat problems right here.
Yeah, we are.
I feel like this is probably happening while you're on the cemetery rock. Like there's a cat that just shows up and is interrupting your
It's like, wow.
meditations.
It's like, you smell familiar. It's like, stop, not right now. All right, meow.
Yeah.
Right now.
Chill in your.
I
Oh,
like
that's
it.
adorable.
So,
My girl is right here licking her paws.
I know as a cat, I had dreams of, my well, the caretaker at the temple. It was all about spreading, good and optimism, and kind of trying to make the world a better place. This must be, with these teachings so centered upon myself, this must have been what brought my soul token to me, and this must be one of the key components to empowering it.
Okay. Let's make a roll. If we recall, you roll a 1d8. You can invoke aspects in order to give you a bonus here. So
Okay.
this involves your soul token. If you
Okay.
want to use your once a session free invoke, all you have to do is scream out the name of your soul token out loud right now and be like, "Cat's paw!"
Cat's paw!
You get a free invoke. It doesn't cost you any hope points. Is there anything
Okay.
else you want to invoke to try to boost your roll?
I want to use my passion. I feel like my passion for this objective, not only of empower my soul stone, but of my overall objective of doing good and making the world a better place.
Okay.
So that turns into a
Yep. You use a hope point and you get a +4 on your roll.
so it's 1d8 plus 4.
Yep.
6.
All right. With a 6, you get an aspect with a free invoke, which you can use to discover that your weapon is powered by the literal force of good. By gathering good energy and purity, you will be able to evolve your weapon to the next tier of abilities.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Ah, this is it. I figured it out. And there's like, I guess, like a shining kind of thing around me or something as I.
All right, yeah, I feel like so. What happens is you're waking up, right? You've gone from regular schoolgirl outfit to magical girl outfit in a time you don't recognize. Rocky's not there, and it's also dark, and the moon is directly overhead. And I feel like you're slowly floating into the air with your cat spot in front of you, and you're just like, "Aha! This is it!"
This is it. It's like the shield and gauntlet are like slowly kind of like glowing and pulsing. And I guess the light inside of me as well, kind of from the heart, right? Kind of Sailor Moon-esque type deal.
I'm gonna say if you have a theme song, it's playing right now. For
Yes,
sure.
of course it is.
Probably not that.
That's probably not that.
I feel like that's the Omaki out clip for you, though.
Yeah, very true. So, I guess the next thing I need to figure out is then how do I gather this power of good? Can I do it within me, or can I tether that to other people as well in order to empower my weapon?
Do we want to try to figure that out now, or do we want to cut to team 2?
We can do team 2, I think. Yeah.
All right. Yggdrasil and Kiko visit the sushi market. Take 1.
Yay!
This is your parents' sushi market, right, Kiko?
Yeah.
So I feel like this is one of those everybody knows your name type places. Like everybody's just like chopping the heads off of fish. And they're like, "Hey, Kiko, how's it going?"
Kind of waves back to the ones that she likes the most.
All right. One of the guys, gets a fish in front of you. He's like, "Oh, hey, Kiko, you've got a good nose. Does this smell fresh to you? I got it off a boat just a couple minutes ago, but I don't know the guy.
I guess I'll smell the fish.
I don't know. You tell me. Is this a fresh fish? Is this fresh?"
It smells pretty fresh.
Right? He's just like, "Yes, yatta!" I guess because apparently we're also partially in Japan. He's super excited. He's like, "Oh, you know what? He's gonna ruffle your hair for sure." He's like, "Thanks, Kiko. You're the best kid."
I'll try to straighten my hair and continue walking to where we're gonna go get ice cream.
Yggdrasil, is this your first time here? No, you have a connection to the sushi market as well.
No, they have the best ice cream mochi in town.
I
Wait,
don't
was that
know
your
what
connection?
is. Yes, that is.
You do not know what ice cream mochi is?
Ice cream mochi. You got me beat on this one.
Oh my
Mochi
god!
ice cream is a small, round, sticky rice cake with an ice cream filling. Wow, that sounds pretty interesting.
So mochi
That sounds
are
good.
one thing, and then mochi ice cream is another thing. So they took mochi, which is delicious, and then they took ice cream, which is what it runs through my veins,
It's also
and they
delicious.
put them together. And I think it was something. This is gonna maybe presumptuous of me, but reading in the history of Los Angeles, there was a very large Japanese population that influx here in LA, and we have a little Tokyo, and apparently that particular type of dessert, the mochi ice cream fusion, I heard was invented in Los Angeles here in Little Tokyo, and the original shop that has it is absolutely amazing, and it's delicious, and the dessert itself, if you've never tried it, it's not sweet until you get to the ice cream. So it's kind of a different type of flavor. Recommended if you haven't had it yet.
Excellent.
You can probably get them if you know Trader Joe's.
Really? Trader Joe's? I do know
Yeah,
Trader
or like
Joe's.
a Gelson's, but the Trader Joe's would definitely have this is where
We got one nearby.
And they do great flavors. Like they'll do the traditional green tea. I like the chocolate. They have strawberry, vanilla, all that kind of stuff.
Strawberry. Sounds great to me.
Taro?
Yeah, so good. You know, I don't know if they have that flavor.
I know they have taro bubble tea,
I
and
feel
That-
like
favorite bubble
Yes,
tea.
that
flavor.
definitely I agree.
this whole
Yeah.
conversation is probably Yggdrasil explaining
Yeah,
mochi
why she loved mochi
to
ice
someone who's
cream.
standing there. He's just like, "Well,
Yeah.
thanks, young lady.
I'm just-
I didn't know anything about this.
That's why I love this
I
place.
think I'll
love
try
coming here.
the green tea. That sounds good."
I love coming. I love coming here.
He like
And-
opens it up and takes one out and just like, "I'll take one, please."
Kiko's family makes the best food. Yeah, I know this place.
He like
Definitely.
adjusts his tie to loosen it up before eating something. He's like, "Wow,
good.
you're right. This is really good."
They're
Thanks.
also really sticky. Mochi is the sort of bean paste itself is like very sticky. So you like when you eat it, you're like.
Like a dog with peanut butter.
Exactly. Actually, that's exactly a good way to describe it. 'Cause that's exactly what it's like. It's so oh god, so tasty. Now I'm gonna like I don't
You got
making me
hankering.
hungry. I'm gonna make a trip to Little Tokyo this week.
I guess you could say you're Genki for mochi. Bam! My Japanese is awful.
Genki.
What is that? I love
Energetic.
Genki is fine.
I thought
I'm
Genki was like
fine.
enthusiastic and energetic.
I know it's like you know, you can do like Genki desu ka. It's like, are you fine? And you're like Genki, or like it's okay.
I
don't
think
know.
I
Exactly
don't
right.
I
All
only
right,
know how
Rex.
to count in Japanese.
Rex.
But yes, I'm eating. Yggdrasil's eating. She's talking about all her favorite mochi. There's all favorite flavors in the case. That's why, and I can't help myself. And I'm this really big lady. This is big for all this my mohawk, and I'm just bent over the mochi ice cream case, and I'm like, I'll have one of those, and those, and ooh, there's a new flavor. I'll have peach, one of those. Yeah. And I'm talking to anyone who's standing right there. And then I look over at Kiko, and I'm like,
You know, it's
I
by buy 5 and get 1 free today.
Ooh, by 20.
Kiko, let me ask you, what's your dad like? Not important enough to be an NPC, I guess. Speaking of, someone in Lexi's chat called me Wise Beard Man.
Yeah,
So weird.
that's a great title actually.
Don't do that.
Yes!
I think it's like a new Discord nickname for you.
Oh, we went from the
currently
bearded
you're the bearded warrior.
Wise beard man.
Well, he's the
My-
bearded warrior currently, which is actually still pretty good.
Wise beard man. If you told me, oh, the guy in your network that you know, Wise beard man, I would know exactly who they were talking about. It's you, Arthur.
I feel like if I was in a show that was poorly translated, I feel like that would be my character's name. You know what I mean? Where they're like jogger number 1, that would be me right there. Just Wise Beard Man. Best subtitles. Aerocyto says I could weeb this place up, but I won't.
Oh, that's right. I learned what that was the last time we got together.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Kiko's dad is probably like my own dad. He likes to make a lot of jokes. Puns.
He makes dad jokes?
He makes dad jokes that are actually really good. And they're borderline insulting, usually. He's the best.
Yes.
So, when you show up, Kiko, your dad turns, hears Yggdrasil saying she's going to buy 20 Moki balls filled with ice cream.
Moki balls.
Okay, listen, I don't know the terminology. Work with me here.
It's really cute.
He reaches into the cabinet and he pushes one so it rolls. And then Kiko dad goes, ha ha, they see me rolling. Kiko, I'm glad you came here after school because, and he reaches under the counter and pulls out a steaming pile of soup. You make me so happy. Have you done your homework, young lady? I saw you wandering around. Just wanted to make sure you're being a responsible young woman.
I'll do my homework in a minute. I just got back.
All right. Well, if you've seen Gigi, let me know. She wandered off sometime around 10 a.m. I haven't seen her since then.
Oh.
Kiko's the best, Pops. She's been tutoring me.
Well, good. Excellent. And I hope you're learning something.
Yes, that 20 is not enough mochi balls.
Mochi pun. Insert here. I don't have one ready. Assume that it. I mean, where is literally
Mochi
the one
ice
time I
cream.
need Tice? He's not here.
How waves goes.
Let's see. Kiko, Dad, you shouldn't give her so much grief. She's got a hand to group her around with. So I think Kiko, Dad is going to start getting out all of the little ice cream rice balls and hand it over to you, Yggdrasil, and say, "Thank you, very mochi."
Oh my.
All right, I'll be closing up shop shortly. I wanted to try this new Steam game, Dream Daddy Simulator. I heard it's all the rage. Apparently, everyone likes dads in this game. I don't know anything else about it, though.
You're gonna enjoy it. It's fantastic.
Sorry.
If you know what Dream Daddy is, you know that there is...
Yes. Yes.
This
Well,
path will not end the way he thinks it's going to end.
No, it's great. See, I'm not plugging my job anymore until the end of the show.
We'll work on it. We'll be at the end soon.
I got a thing about Dream Daddy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, a thing.
A thing.
Oh la la.
Kiko puts up like a thing like she's gonna say something to her dad, but she just lets it
You're
go.
literally got the wife pillow?
Oh my god, that's the best.
So is Kano here?
Yeah, I feel like Kano probably is. Okay, so we know that she used to be the wielder of the moon scythe.
Mhm.
How would she approach you? Like, for me, I have this idea of her, like, dropping silently from the ceiling to stand behind you out of nowhere.
I
Like,
like
she's a
that.
mysterious, wise mentor. Alright, she's, like, standing there and looking cool for about a half second, and she's just like, Yggdrasil, oh my goodness!
Whoa, that's a bit. I think that's a bit much for me, right?
So, she's, like, 200 years old, but she looks like she's only about 23.
Right. Oh, well, she looks our age. Or do I look a little younger? I'm 20.
Right, you guys are high school students right
Yeah,
now.
so I look younger, but I am older. Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm not quite
I
there
think
yet.
I'm the only one that's an actual
High school student,
age.
yes.
Right. Your age is your age.
Naoko's like whatever a cat is, so.
I grab Kiko and put her in front of us.
Kano.
Just grab your whole
Yggdrasil.
body.
Yggdrasil. Kano.
So, she's just like, Senpai, notice me!
I peek as sort of like, it's not so much peek because you're standing in front of me and I'm over 6 feet tall, but I'm like,
Yeah.
Kano, it's nice to finally meet you. I heard
She holds a
I heard a
hand
lot
out.
of good things about you, and I'll shake her hand.
I've heard a lot about you, Yggdrasil. And your sentinel armor. You know, that's a very rare piece of equipment.
Oh, I look at Kiko. Can we talk about this here now with her?
She just looks around and she's just like, what, you think someone overhears in a sushi market? They probably think we're just playing a JRPG or something.
Okay.
Just talk about power level or something every few minutes.
All right. Kiko trusts you, so yeah. I actually don't know exactly what it does. Maybe exactly what it is. I kind of know what it should do. And I know what I'd like it to do.
Have
But I
you
don't
asked it what it wants to do?
know.
And then she gives the wise mentor, like, yeah, I just dropped a bomb on you.
Yeah.
Even though maybe that didn't happen.
No, it's a piece of armor.
Oh, when you say that, she's just like, Yggdrasil-chan! No, it's not just a piece of armor. The sentinel armor has been handed down from magical to magical girl throughout the ages.
Maybe I got it by accident.
No, it picks its wielder.
Oh, it just ended up in my room in our clubhouse.
She's just nodding, like,
one
yeah,
day.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it got there. I thought it was a gift, like from Kiko. Didn't really think about it. It's pretty cool looking.
Kano turns to Kiko, like, why didn't you mention this?
Mention which part?
The part where your friend has a legendary, rare piece of armor that just appeared out of nowhere and no one questioned its...
Well,
I didn't know it was legendary. I just
So
thought
she-
she had got
it
herself a nice
doesn't
armor.
react that way. It looks like a pretty cool piece of armor. I mean, look at this. I'm gonna show you my wrist spikes, and I'm like, I mean, this is pretty cool too. All right, I mean, it's magical girl stuff, Desu. It's magical girl, so like everything else that we do with the bubbles and the ribbons and the cats. I didn't think much about it. It's just a neat piece of armor.
Kano puts a hand on Kiko's head and says, I thought I taught you to be more observant, Kiko.
I thought she got herself. I thought she bought it or something. It's nice.
So she, like, takes you by the shoulders and leads you out to the pier to go stare at the, like, moon that's rising in the background. And she's like, Kiko-chan, all of us, one day, must overcome our weaknesses through teamwork. You are not very observant. You really need someone perceptive on your team. Really, really badly.
Oh,
Super
well.
badly. You have many strengths, and that is not one of them.
Oh, dang.
I've kicked my feet up and I'm eating the mochi ice cream.
Jeez, someone in my chat said, leave her alone.
Well,
Sorry, Chad.
we met a new magical girl and I invited her, but she didn't want to come. I don't know if she doesn't like us very much.
Kiko, you must forge a bond with her. Magical girls don't just run into magical girls by accident. Everything's connected. Fate binds us.
She sat by us in school.
I mean, she's going to... Come on. You're going to the same school now. I know you're not perceptive, but seriously. There's no coincidence in this world.
I'll try to befriend her. I don't know if she didn't want to come for ice cream. Really thought who turns down ice cream?
Kana's just like, who does turn down ice cream? Are you sure she's not a dark magical girl?
I don't think so. She helped us fight darkness, dark magic.
Darkness, dark magic. And her eyes like narrow, and you can tell she's like reliving a cutscene in her head. And after a couple seconds, she stops spacing out and says, "Darkness isn't just Yggdrasil's enemy anymore. He's also yours, Kiko."
Oh. Well, I didn't do anything to her. Are you sure?
She like stands in front of you, does a dramatic pose, and points to the moon and says, "Friendship is the key, Kiko. All magical girls must work together. Yggdrasil is a member of your team. Her problems are your problems."
Oh, of course I was going to help her with that.
Well, excellent then. I have nothing more to teach you. Actually, I have a lot more to teach you. I'm just going to stick with that. How's the moon scythe been working out?
It's been working pretty good, I think.
Excellent.
Did you want to go talk to Yggdrasil? I know you've
Absolutely.
been really excited about
She's
me
gone.
being
There's
here.
just an outline
Oh.
of her.
All right then. And I just like walk normal speed back to where they were.
my mochis are talking to each other. Hello, green tea mochi. Hello, green tea. It's time to die.
Okay, I accept this. This is happening. Kano shows up and is just like, "Oh my gosh, you are so cute."
Clearly, you know a lot about Kiko and myself and my
I
armor.
don't know so much about you. The armor I know more about.
Would you like some mochi, and would you mind sharing what you know? Because I don't know anything and I could use some help.
Yeah, she definitely will immediately take a mochi and just be like, shoo, speed eat it and say, "Well, the thing is, the armor is kind of really individualistic. It picks its wielder and takes a piece of each of them with it. You know, there have only been about 10 magical girls who've ever used it, going back about 2,000 years. But every time they give the armor up at some point. Kind of like how I gave up the moon scythe. Retired. That's me! Retired. It's so boring. I'm so bored all the time.
Wait, the moon scythe isn't Kiko. That's your weapon.
Yes.
Used to be my weapon.
Oh.
But the moon scythe wanted to move on.
Well, then who had the sentinel armor before me?
I didn't know her name. She fell to twilight before I ever joined up.
And the one before her?
I think she probably has a name for that. Random name of a magical girl. Her name was... I was going to say Sakura. I can't go with that. Another magical
Beatrice.
girl. Madoka. Her name was Madoka. Boom.
She
Madoka
didn't.
Magica.
She didn't also fall to the dark, did she? Or to the twilight?
You know, now that you mentioned it, I think she did fall to the darkness. But she gave up the armor before she did it. You know, the one before her did the same thing too.
That's 3 magical girls. And this armor. And now it's mine.
Well, they all have a history of fighting dark magical girls and being really great at stuff. You know?
And then turning to the dark.
Well, you know, try not to concentrate on that. It's fine. Listen, you seem like a really together person, mostly. I love the eye patch, by the way. Listen, you're young. You're only in your 20s. You don't even...
I didn't ask for this armor. So then my question is, does someone give it to me as a gift, or does someone know that this essentially kills magical girls?
I don't think it kills bad. You're being very drastic about this. Look on the bright side. Be positive. Seriously, be positive. It's where your power comes from. Yggdrasil, many magical girls fall to the dark power. We don't know why. But all of them that have gave up their soul tokens before going.
What I'm hearing is an inevitability, and then I just have to give up my armor. That's my fate?
You're still focusing very much on the bad parts. That might not happen with you. Maybe you'll be a good magical girl the whole time. And then you'll pass your armor on.
If anybody can stay good the whole time, it's you.
Thanks, Kika. That means a lot coming from you. I don't actually think I want to wear this anymore now.
You have to bond with the armor, Yggdrasil.
I don't want to. It's gonna kill me.
It's not going to kill you. It will protect you.
And then?
Talk to the armor. It's a part of you now.
Making it sound like it's too late.
You make it sound so dire. Look around. This isn't just a sushi market, is it? It's a place that has close bonds to you. I can feel your connection to it. The armor is the same. You can't just give it up. You're bonded to it, and it is bonded to you. And I really like Mochi. Mochi. That would have been better. Out of character. That would have been better if I hadn't messed that up.
That was perfect for her, actually. Perfect.
Just because someone else has made mistakes using this armor
Generations!
doesn't mean that you will.
2,000 years!
Maybe they didn't talk to the armor though.
So, yeah, kind of like points there. It's like, yes, that. Good student right there.
I can imagine that. Most people are a lot smarter. Sorry, my cat just shook her head and all of her drool went everywhere.
It wouldn't hurt to give it a shot.
All right, I'll do it. I haven't done it before. It's been kind of dumb, but I'll do it. It's not like it said anything anyway to me before at all. It's just armor. Doesn't feel like anything. It's said anything. It's just pretty badass.
So, Kana pulls out like cool dark mirror shade glasses and puts them on and looks at the moon, and the moon is reflected in both of them, and says, maybe it's been saying stuff and you just haven't been listening. And her long hair like blows in the night breeze and it ruffles her skirt. It's such a freeze frame anime moment.
Perfect.
Maybe you can become good friends with your armor.
Yes,
That'd be pretty cool.
What a good student. Excellent thoughts.
All right. Do you want me to do this in front of you? Do you want to do it in the clubhouse? Do I do it today, tonight?
Maybe
Can I
not
finish
in the
my
sushi
mochi?
market.
Yeah, probably not in the sushi market. This is a place of business. You should probably do it in some place you feel a close connection to. That's not some place where I'll get ice cream in the future. You know, just in case anything happens. But nothing's going to happen. Nothing bad. Good stuff's going to happen. Have a positive outlook on life. Oh, you're gonna... Let me tell you something. I've been alive for a very long time. And if you see the world in a better way, you'll definitely live a happier life.
All right. Go give it a shot.
Probably. At least it worked for me. Of course, I'm retired now. And now she's like freaking out. She's like, do I actually live a happier life? I don't know. Oh, man.
I slide you some more mochi. Here. You can have the last few bits.
Kiko, something happens. Something terrible happens. Your cat shows up. Gigi's on the counter.
Mhm.
But in Gigi's mouth is a bug.
Oh.
It's like holding. It's like dragging a mouse to somebody, but she's dragging like a large bug, like a super cricket.
Just gonna do a high pitched scream, jump
Knock
on the
all
on
the mochi.
table, knock the mochi off.
Oh no!
I wanna. All right, you're just going full ham then. I'm just gonna give you a hope point for that. I was gonna say someone else can attempt to compel you by spending a hope point against your phobia of bugs, but you're just full going here. The cat immediately yells, drops the bug, and starts running away. Boop, 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 boop. Not like running, but like cat slight jog running, where it's obvious she wants to break into a full run, but just isn't yet. Gigi's booking it. Boop, 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 boop. Meow, meow, meow.
I look at Yggdrasil and says, squish the bug and get Gigi. Quick, 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 go, go.
Squish the bug?
Go.
Get your cricket. They're good
Go.
luck.
The cricket begins like cricket.
I try to
You gotta
grab
get
it.
Gigi too.
They grab it. And they grab
I think
it.
I scared her.
I try
Get
to
Gigi
grab
too.
it. Or I try to put a cup over it and a piece of paper. That's how I usually capture
Hurry, hurry, hurry,
spiders
hurry, hurry,
and
hurry, hurry.
crickets.
I love how Kiko's like dancing nearby, just like, no, hurry, hurry. And the
I
cat
got
is
it,
just walking
Kiko,
away.
You're fine.
You gotta get Gigi too. I think she's scared.
Got it. She bought you the cricket. I think she's got something against you. She knows you don't know.
Now, Yggdrasil, you have a connection to Gigi, apparently.
I have a connection to Gigi.
Yep.
It must mean
When
something that I
you go
forgot.
after Gigi, she stops running away immediately and begins brushing up her tail against your leg.
Perfect.
And is like, meow, meow,
Gigi.
meow,
Yeah.
meow. And
Oh, I do. I see it right there. Yep, I see it. Thank you for pointing that out. Gigi, I pet her. I've got the cricket in a cup. I chased the cricket away. There's no way I think I could have caught it. I just try to shoo it. It bounces somewhere in the market. And then I plop Gigi on my shoulder. I'm big, so she likes to, wide, broad shoulders, so she can just kind of chill out.
all right. When you start heading back to Kiko, Gigi immediately like looks at Kiko and goes,
Oh, Gigi.
and then begins taking a paw and like trying to bat Kiko on the nose.
Kiko, what did you do?
I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
the scream.
I cannot take Gigi to. Look, it's either armor or Gigi. So which one do we switch? You already ruined the mochi.
Kano's like got a fistful of mochi in her mouth right now. It's like, no, it's good. I'm good.
I'm gonna put Gigi down, and we'll just go from there.
Can I try to offer Gigi some like sushi, like the
Sure.
fish slices?
Interesting. This is definitely going to be a conflict between you and Gigi. I feel like we enter like a Pokemon battle screen where there's a little Gigi icon and it's like da 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 da. You're like doing fight. Sushi is your move.
It's like the Pokeballs, you're throwing sushi
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
capture.
How do you want to approach her on this? Is there any aspects of light you want to call upon in order to help you?
Can I call upon Loyal and Lucky?
Are you loyal to Gigi?
Yes.
All right. I'll let you call upon Lucky, but you'll have to tell me how it's relevant here.
I happen to pick a piece of sushi up from the thing, and it just happens to be Gigi's
So you
favorite
just like
kind of
pick a
sushi.
random piece of sushi. You're just like, whoop. Excellent. That costs 2 hope points, and you'll get a +4 to your roll.
Oh, nice.
It's a D8 plus 4. You're gonna want to get higher than a 2. 2 or higher, sorry. Perfect. All right.
Whoa!
Yeah, 11. Gigi just like snatches the sushi out of midair, like leaps into the air. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Nice.
And it's not like she's instantly your best friend now, but she definitely starts sniffing at your foot and maybe rubs just her butt and tail against your leg before walking away and pretending like she doesn't know you. But, you know, cats do that anyway, so.
It's close enough for now.
Your bond is not fully repaired, but you're working on it. You need to spend serious time, not just one sushi toss.
Well, that's taken care of. That's kind of surprising. I thought you and Gigi were tight.
We are. I don't know what's up.
Cats are a good judge of character, so you must have
Well,
done
that doesn't
something.
make me feel any better.
Oh,
Things make me feel worse.
Do you want to find? I'm kind of nervous about doing this armor thing, just the two of us, in case something goes wrong.
You want to head to the cemetery, and
It could go right.
you could meet up with Naoko while you're there.
I think I'd like to find Naoko, but see if we can just have a. I think there's safety in numbers. If something happens and I bug out, well, I'm bigger than you, Kiko said.
I have a question. How do you find Naoko? Do you call her on the cell phone, or do you
I call her cell phone.
Do you use
I don't know.
You're both connected by fate, right? You have a bond of light between you. Do you use that to try to find her?
Is that faster?
I don't know. Is it faster? You tell me.
Faster?
I don't know. It sounds like I have to go through some sort of, magical girl registry, like, or is it like
No, I feel
Cerebro, and it's like
I
Professor
kind of
X
feel
and
like
you go,
it's that,
boop, boop, boop,
not
boop,
like
I
that,
hone in
but
on-
I feel like you can reach into your heart and like look through all of your bonds and be like,
Yeah.
that's Naoko, and then start running
Yeah.
towards it, and there's like a pink ribbon that leads there, and you're following it through the streets.
You know what? I bet this
If
is
that's
something
something you
Kiko
wanna
and
do.
I. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it like this. This is something Kiko and I have done together. I have reached out to her magical girl style, and I also push the text message at the same time so I can freak her out. That's what happens.
All
Wait,
right.
what
So
did you do?
So I time it. We've gotten so good at it that we can time it where if we need to call each other magical girl style, but there are times when I've done it, but I've also sent you a text message, so they kind of happen at the same time.
So, Naoko, you've never like these people, you've just met them. But your cell phone rings, and at the same time, you feel someone trying to tug on a bond of light with you. It's just like a weird feeling in your heart where someone's like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" It's probably more like Navi from Zelda, right? Like, "Hey, listen."
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, that cat appeared out of nowhere. It's so big to be doing that.
You just almost knocked over my chair.
I don't know if it. Oh, whoa!
So
It's
big.
definitely cats galore tonight. Look at that.
Always cats.
They heard that there was
Yeah,
a
I
cat
feel like-
girl on the
Is that
stream.
a record, Arthur? 3 cats on
I
stream?
feel
in
like
one night?
if my cat would secretly open the door to my studio and enter, I feel like we could just do the quad
That would
cat.
be fun. Oh my
Quad
goodness.
cats. I feel like
SWAT cat.
since I'm still kind of new, I'm not used to this feeling. So like my tail kind of goes erect, right? Because it's like what is that sort of thing?
What's
my
that?
ears perked.
Oh, do they twitch?
Yeah, like kind of twitch and like turn, like you kind of get a little flatter, right? Like what is this? not sure what it is. And then you said my phone goes off, so it's like nyan nyan.
That's your ringtone. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like the messenger thing, right? So what does the text message say?
It says, cemetery, have something to share, meow, YGG.
And I just it's like perfect. I'll see you here in a second. Send.
All right,
I'm
maybe
still
I'm
kind
just
of like
old, but what the heck does YGG mean?
That's
Egg.
my letters.
Oh, Yggdrasil. Wow.
Yggdrasil.
I believe I missed that.
Yeah.
That's my letters.
So
YGG.
bad.
Kiko's not the only unobservant one, I guess.
Wow.
Okay.
Holy crap.
And I will
RKO.
have the if that all works out, then I'm bringing the sentinel armor to the cemetery.
Okay.
I
Before
feel
we
like I'm
leave
still
the
just kind of like
sushi shop,
lounging on like the cemetery headstone that I was like falling asleep on.
before we leave the
Okay,
sushi shop, I'm gonna get like a little gift box full of sample sushi
Oh,
with
nice.
me.
That's a good idea.
All right. Let me just look up sushi puns real quick so I can see what your dad says on the way out the door.
That's why you're so nice.
Kiko, are you taking the samples again?
Just a few to bring to a friend.
Well, young lady, if you keep taking those, well, it's gonna be no more Mr. Rice Guy. Just kidding. Take all that you need.
Good night, Pops.
Night.
As you're
Your
walking
dad is
away, he's
the
just
best.
like, Wasabi. Should have gone with that. The kids are all using bay these days. I don't know why they like bodies of water so much. There's one right here.
Mr. Rice guy.
That I love it. I love that. I love all that stuff. How do I just realized that they carry my armor. It's gotta be. It's shit. You know what? It's gonna be sort of. Can I call upon it? Does it
Yeah, I
appear
mean,
magically?
It happens when you magically girl transform, right?
Perfect. All right, so we'll do that.
All right. Well,
Matter-
now Nalco's magical girl transformed with the moon overhead. Yggdrasil is too. Kiko, I guess you're still in a school outfit or something, or maybe not. You tell me what's happening.
I just walk up in my normal outfit and I look around
Well,
and see everybody's in a
changed it.
magical girl outfit.
I turn when I get there because that's part of what I gotta do.
Then I'll do that, look at those
Okay.
two and then summon my moon sight and throw it
Naoko.
up to the moon and switch real quick so that I don't feel out of place.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Naoko, thanks for coming.
I was actually already here.
Oh, excellent.
I'm gonna pull out
and
my little
thanks for-
box and hold it out to you.
Thanks for staying.
Arigato. I started just like I had pull just like a random pair of chopsticks out of nowhere.
Nice. Magic
Start
food
eating
chop.
them real fast. and
I'm
it's
gonna
like,
tell
"This
you
is
what
so
happens.
Good. Oishi, oishi.
You get through 3 of the sushi,
Mhm.
and then the box is gone. And when you look, the box is pinned to a nearby gravestone by an arrow. And standing on top of a very tall monument nearby with the moon silhouetting her is what very clearly looks to be an older version of Yggdrasil with a bow
Do you have a sister?
and a cyber eye where her eye patch should be.
Duh.
I
An
do
older
not.
Sister?
And that is amazing.
Why didn't I think of that?
So her skirt's doing the like moonlight shwee shwee shwee. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It moves even though it's not going anywhere thing. You know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. And she's just like, so, Naoko, Yggdrasil, Kiko, I knew I'd find you here.
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm you.
Why did you? If you're me, then why did you do that to some perfectly good sushi? There's no way you're me. I would
Because
never
this
do
already
that to
happened.
sushi.
What? Wait, you look like me, but you're her?
I'm Naoko from the future.
Whose future? Your future?
Your future.
As you'd have us believe.
Yes.
Uh,
I knew you'd say that, Naoko.
So you'd say. I actually was just meeting my mentor here about this very thing.
I
The
feel like when you
manipulation
say
of
that,
time.
there's a motorcycle that comes riding up with no rider on it. It just like comes into the lot and stops nearby.
Like the little kicks in, like it randomly like pops out and just but I was discussing with him possible ways of how someone could know our moves before we did them. I mean, there's no possible way. We're all very personal. All of our moves are very personal. And it would have to be unless they knew us, or as she says, were us.
oh, come again?
There are actually some time manipulation spells that allow you to travel through time.
So you
Now
can
it's
see
nuts.
future Naoko / Yggdrasil is just like,
So, but the question is, does it continue on to the same timeline, or does it move timelines? We're
But
not
why
sure.
are you me? Why am I you? Why am I not me in the future?
I feel like
What happened
I
to me in
feel
the
like
future?
she would be better.
I told Kiko this armor has killed me. The armor has killed me. The armor has killed me, didn't it? And I look at Naoko Drasa.
oh, I like
Maybe
that.
not.
Naoko Drasa. So Naoko Drasa laughs. That armor isn't going to kill you. It's going to set you free. Darkness dark magic is you, Yggdrasil. Future you. And she has the armor in its true form. Ultimate power. You don't even realize what you're doing. You go around freeing Yomi, purifying them to the light. The light is nothing. The darkness is everything. The souls, the energy, we need it to keep the earth alive, and you should give it to us.
But why did we switch bodies?
That's for you to find out. You'll
I'm not
live
so
it one
sure.
day. I remember looking up at me right now in this moment. And she gives you like a smug grin, and her cyber eye goes kind of red. I remember everything about everything that's happening right now. So you already know your every move. But I'm
I'm a
here
little confused right now.
to
But
tell you
why-
about the darkness. It's not the evil that the other magical girls are trying to tell you. Darkness, light, they need to remain in balance. That's why there's always dark magical girls. Someone has to protect the world.
But if we take the spirit, these souls, this power, does that not mean that there's a vacuum somewhere else without it?
They aren't using their souls. Why should we? We should be taking them and putting them to good use to repair the world.
But maybe this is what is supposed to happen. What if we are tampering with
I've
what
heard
is
all
to
this
be?
before. I've thought all this before, Naoko. What a waste.
No.
I think you're thinking way on such a small scale here. You're thinking about just the Earth, but do we not know more than any other people that there's vast quantities of worlds that need this balance? So we take this power and their energy for our Earth, even though maybe it's supposed to die. Then are we not then harming others selfishly?
You want to know about selfishness? I'll show you selfishness. And she like activates her cat paws. And it's exactly like every second tier weapon you've ever seen. It's all like super sparkly. There's like trails of rainbows behind it. The shield is
Nice.
even larger, and it's got like a cat emblem on the front of it now.
Awesome.
And she leaps into combat with all of you. What do you do?
I personally don't want to fight this, if possible.
No.
You know, violence isn't always the answer.
I'm,
I mean,
I
I
am
said
not,
that to someone
not,
today.
not
I was like,
only
there's
am
a
I
very
not
good motorcycle
fighting,
right over there.
yeah, not only am I not fighting, I said, no, not today. I'm not turning to the darkness. And I deactivate all of the magical armor and go back to my normal stuff.
This is
And I
crazy.
just stand there as just Yggdrasil. The one-eyed, seven-fingered, spiky behemoth. It's not happening.
Now, Kel, what do you do?
Well, we're a team, so I'll do the same, right? We start as a team, we remain as a team, and we continue as a team. So I deactivate my stuff as well, and just kind of take like a power pose, next to Grasa as well. Just kind of, or like
Yeah.
So in this game, there's a moment when you stop just being friends and start being bonded. And in that moment, you become a unit called a nakama. And I think that Nakodrasa, like, says it out loud. She's like, I remember, this is the moment we became a nakama. But I'm not here for you. And she uses the shield and throws it at the motorcycle and then pulls him back and puts the cat's paw up to like the motorcycle that she's now like holding up, and she's like, I'm here for him.
Rocky.
And then she disappears.
No! Who is that?
Are you holding Rocky
That's-
up?
That was my mentor.
That was a motorcycle.
It's a crazy story, but he's actually a magical knight, motorcycle turned magical knight. What could she have wanted with it? We should talk to your mentor as soon as possible. We really need to figure this out, and I don't think we have the experience with this.
So that's a really good idea. You two know at all what you two were doing there?
We can't give them what they want. They
No.
definitely want. If I'm darkness, dark magic, it's because of this fucking armor.
No,
You're
you have to understand, the armor is personal to you. You make the armor, and the armor makes you.
Naoko.
This is true for every single soul token.
We spoke to Kano, Kiko's mentor, and Kano told me that 10 magical girls over 2,000 years have had this armor, and the last 3 of them all fell to the dark. And I'm supposed to be the 4th, or the 5th, or the 11th?
Maybe you're chosen to be the one that does not fall, and that this is actually fate steering you in the right direction to keep yourself from falling to the dark.
Look
Okay.
at our
We are
future.
here to help you.
How the hell did you end up
Our
in my
future is
body?
not set. Just because they are there does not mean that they will always be there. We make our future. It is not set in stone.
Yggdrasil, you can only fall to the dark if you choose to.
Exactly.
Technically
You
true.
need to look into yourself. Stop blaming the armor for everything. You make the armor.
You know,
Armor
we've
is a piece of you.
seen cyber Ignoko, and we've seen darkness, dark magic, which is allegedly me. So where are
Right.
you in the future, Kiko?
How do we know that they're from our future?
Maybe I ran the sushi shop with my dad.
So when
Be
you say
nice.
that, that's the exact moment where you hear a whooshing noise. All of the trees in the area, like, swoosh, and you hear a swing of a sword coming out of the
Oh
sheet.
God.
And appearing with a long black trench coat trailing behind him in like all leather outfit and his silver cape is Scimitar. And he's just like, huh, fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight,
Scimitar.
never running from. Oh, sorry. Were you
Not
saying
now.
No, black.
Gosh.
something? I said energy, dark energy. What?
Why are you so
Hi.
slow?
They're gone already.
It's a really long distance.
So what? We got here they got here so quickly.
I haven't
also-
learned
You're supposed to-
teleportation
you're
yet.
supposed
My
to be
mom hasn't
magical
taught me.
knights.
You also need to shorten your intro. It's been done. Short.
Well,
Maybe it's the
actually,
trench
I've been.
coat. It's kind of a creeper thing.
He's just like, I spent a lot of money on this coat.
Well, hopefully
I thought
you
it
kept
was
your
nice.
receipt.
Oh, thanks, Kiko. By the way, have you considered exchanging numbers into my cell phone? He's like holding it out in front of him.
Literally not the time, guys. Not the time.
I mean, when is the time? When is the time? I keep seeing you guys always, and yet I can never.
The only time you see us is when there's bad stuff, and you're always late.
He
My
wasn't
question-
late last time.
So
Technically.
he puts the scimitar away. He's like, "Wow, you're right. I think I need to learn teleportation magic."
Yeah. You think you deserve her number?
Oh wow, wow. He's like, oh, that hurts so much.
Kiko is a fine young lady.
David, we are doing stuff right now. Like trying to figure out why in the future Kiko doesn't exist and where is Naoko's body?
I mean, I might exist.
He's just like, wait, why do you care about the future?
Because I have a cyber eye.
Can I see it?
I see it.
It was actually pretty cool. It was
It
just
was
really
pretty cool.
red and it was in my face and it was great, but I wasn't
Guys,
me. I
guys,
was her.
guys.
Why-
Focus.
so he's-
focus.
He doesn't understand you're talking about someone else, so he's
We
just
really
like,
don't need to talk to this guy about this.
You're
He
right.
might be
we
able to
need
help.
Gano.
oh, he's you're like breaking his heart because he's secretly your brother. He knows it, but you don't. And when you're like, you don't need to talk to him, he's like, oh, this hurts so much.
We need Kano.
Oh snap! I'm about to get hosted, guys. 1 second.
Or maybe Sakura or Yomi?
Can I reach out and pull on one of Kano's light bonds, or
Yeah, sure.
I'll try to get Kano to come over here.
I feel like what's gonna happen is the camera's gonna swivel between you and the moon, and then there's gonna be like a bunch of bats that fly by, and Kano's gonna be there in like a tall cloak. You know what I'm talking about? Like the cloak goes all the way up to here, and she's still wearing her dark reflective glasses, and she's just like, "Sup?"
Wait, didn't I think Recital, you said it. This is a good time for sup fam.
Oh, yeah. She's just like, man, this graveyard is so lit right now.
Oh my god.
Kano, there's a lot that just happened. We just saw you. I tried to do this thing with the armor. I was going to try and talk to it. And then me, Noko, with a cyber eye from the future, appeared and trashed the rest of her sushi. Sorry about that.
There's two things I know about this situation, Yggdrasil. One is that even when you're frustrated, you are still super cool. And two
Oh.
is that there will always be more sushi. But number three is that the future is constantly changing. I've been dead twice.
What?
Oh yeah, it happens all the time to magical girls. They
See, I
die, they
told
get erased
you.
from history, dark magical girls take their place, they switch bodies. Yeah, it's
How do you switch bodies and why even would
I
you
mean,
do
there's a
that?
spell for it.
But why would you?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, maybe you wanted the cyber eye. It was pretty cool.
Also, I don't want to die.
Well, I mean, no one
Well,
wants
clearly
to
you're
die.
not dead.
Dead, but Kano, you're making it sound like, hey, I do this every day. Died, I'm back, I'm dead, I'm back.
Yggdrasil, if you die, Kika will definitely bring you back. She's a good student, and she'll probably learn a lot of ritual magic one day.
I would definitely try to bring you back.
Would I
See?
know if I've died
That's
already?
sweet.
I don't know.
What? I mean,
I could have died already.
I mean, it's possible, but I mean, you'd probably remember it. It's technically, theoretically possible that we're all stuck in some sort of time loop that we know nothing about. Wow, that's really horrifying to think of. Don't think about that. Just live your life. You know? What's the term the kids are saying now? YOLO?
YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO. All day long.
Kano. We can't YOLO when there's a me that's a her running around with a cyber eye kidnapping mentors.
They did kidnap
She-
Rocky, the motorcycle.
Maybe she'll disappear if you don't go dark.
Going ghost.
Just
So
Well,
wait,
then going dark means not being a magical girl. Means not being this.
yes, that's why you don't go dark. Just don't go dark.
that's
Then
a
she
good
might
plan
not
right there.
exist.
That's a very
That's a
good plan.
Not be who I am.
No,
be
you
who
should
you
always
are.
be who you are.
As long as it's not a dark
I love that
magical
Kano
girl.
and Kiko are just like saying the same thing.
Listen. Yeah, I guess you do have to ask yourself, who are you? Are you a light magical girl or are you a dark magical girl?
You're a light magical girl. Don't ask that question.
Well, wouldn't
Because
the
we need to
armor?
know.
I
No, you have to ask yourself. It doesn't remove the armor from
I'm
your
not wearing
mind.
it. I'm
Right.
no.
I mean, like remove it.
Oh,
from
I see
your
what you're saying.
mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't think about it. Like, what do you want to do with your powers?
I
What do you want to do with your powers?
just want to make sure everybody's okay.
On a global scale or on a universal scale?
Wherever that you're
Wherever.
okay, that she's okay, my family could have
Okay,
been in some
so-
future okay, that
Second
David's
question.
okay.
Second question: are you willing to allow one of us to come to harm for the greater good?
I don't think so.
I think that's our answer then.
It's actually really sweet though, but maybe
All
I
right.
mean,
Let me ask
I
a
didn't
question.
I didn't kill a cricket, and that would have made Kiko feel better. I don't know if I could. I can't hurt. I don't think so.
Yggdrasil, there's a future you that's in Naoko's body, right?
I don't. What?
Yes.
Darkness, dark magic is Naoko's body.
And Naoko, there's a future you in Yggdrasil's body.
Correct.
So why don't you have Kiko do all your planning?
Is that why Kiko isn't with them now?
I don't know. But I mean, they can only remember events that you were present for, right?
And that means Kiko, you can't tell us. It's
oh,
the only safe option.
But what if that is what happens? Because Kiko is not around. We don't know where she is in the future. What if this is what helps
Don't
lead
worry
up?
about the possibility of the
But you're
future.
trying to split up our team. Isn't it the whole
Well-
power behind magical girls is to be a team?
But yeah,
Well,
I
I
don't
also
actually
said-
have any wise words for that. You're right. The team is going to have to split up.
Us also said that we became a nakama,
You have to trust in Kiko. to save
and that's
you,
where the
probably.
problem started. Somehow,
Oh.
us getting all together.
It seems a bit much, honestly, after this being the first day I met you guys.
Well, if you
But
think that's a bit much,
we
you're
have
going to like the next 200 years, kid.
We have swapped bodies, so clearly we know each other very well at some point.
I was really hoping the sushi would be like friendship, but
It
then
was delicious until
It is, Chico. It's
future
not
me
bad.
Grasa ruined it all. Scattered on the ground over there. It's Clint's
Do you
over.
actually have like a little anime tear coming out?
Yeah, it was like
I mean, do we
Like, I-
not exist at all? Ever?
I
Do we
think-
not become who we are? Do we not form our nakama, our bond? Which is almost like out of our control. It happens with the right people at the right time.
I like to think that we do control it to a degree. But I do want to Nakama, but not if it's going to get in my way of my devotion to light and good for everyone everywhere.
Did something happen to us, Naoko? Something bad. Because we are both fighting for the dark in the future.
And we were in a Nakama. question is who turns who, or is it just kind of like a continuous falling down? Or maybe Kyuko isn't there to help pull us out.
So he's been here, but we haven't heard from him in a while. Scimitar comes over and says, "None of that matters."
Oh,
He swooshes his cape around. All you have to do is never turn your back on a friend. Always be there to defend. And he points to Kiko. Be the one on whom we can depend.
What if defending your friend in turn destroys others, other good people, innocent people?
What if they want you to think about this? It seems to me they're playing mind games with you.
Of course.
I can't keep up with it all.
I know.
But you don't need to. You just ignore it.
They've got Biff Tannen's sportsbook.
If there's one thing I know, he says, resting his hand on his scimitar pommel, it's that you only need to be where you need to be when you need to be there.
So why are you never?
Oh
Is
my
that
god,
why
when
you're
you
never
say
there?
that, he just bends over and he's just like, oh, my stomach hurts so much right now. That really hurts.
You okay? You look a little
see
sick.
like the little poof of like anime like breath.
All right, look. I'm just gonna try one thing since you're all here. And I just pop the armor on again, and I ask it, am I the dark? Are we the dark or the light?
You're trying to connect with the armor?
I'm trying to connect with you.
Excellent.
I'm really concerned.
Do you want to call on any of your bonds, your aspects? You want to pull on your light powers?
So I think that I can connect with the armor in a sort of like, it's a very practical way. I don't know, it's magic like me, but I don't know what it is. But I think at the end of the day, Sentinel armor and Yggdrasil are meant to take the fiercest of pummelings, and they don't break. And so I feel like a you shall not pass. Like the armor can really resonate with that. Standing firm and standing in defense.
You're using the armor's own powers against it. Okay.
That's what I would. I
and
think
you can
that
also activate
can
the
relate.
armor itself.
Okay.
Because it's your soul token. You can either spend a hope point or you can scream Sentinel armor real quick, both in and out of character. Yeah.
All right.
Activated.
I'm going to scream Sentinel armor.
So many Ronin warrior flashbacks right now.
and then do the thing.
So it only costs you 1 hope point if you want to throw that over into the hope point bin, and then you get a D8 plus 4.
I did the wrong thing. How do I do it?
I got it.
Broke it. I gotta do this one. Got it. 1d8.
Excellent.
So it's slash roll.
Yep.
1d8 plus 4.
Yep. Wow. Excellent. Perfect. Yeah, you connect to the armor, and the armor is just like, hello.
Please don't kill me.
Why would I kill you?
Quick question, can we hear this going on?
Nope.
Okay.
But Yggdrasil's slowly, like, levitating into the air. She's rotated to look directly at the moon. Probably, like, the little gem that's in the center of her Fuku is lighting up with a rainbow beam or something.
Am I like
animated.
am I fire in the skying?
You're like
or
a
is
beacon.
It more elegant than that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So chest up, head up, arms out. More like a beacon. Kano says, all the ones before me have fell to the dark.
Not all.
And my
of them.
future says, I will also fall into dark.
The future changes all the time.
Well, future me and future her seem to think it's pretty set in stone. And the only other constant other than me is you.
I'm not very fast,
Neither we have that in common.
but I've thought of something. You think the future's set in stone, but someone had to start this timeline. Someone had to go back in order to start it. Doesn't that imply that the future's changeable? It's like a tree, flexible. It bends, just enough that it doesn't break.
The tree also has a lot of branches.
Sure, sure.
But it all comes from one root, though.
Take the branch that you like.
And then just repeat this over and over and over. Branch after branch after branch. Same roots, same trunk.
I
But
particularly like the second highest branch. It's a lot bigger than the one above it. You know, the top branch is always very small. But the second highest branch still gets a lot of light.
what happened to the others?
Oh, we've been together a long time, all of the others. They leave a mark on me. You know, the dark's not what you think it is. I can't go there. But it's okay.
So those others are still with you?
Have you ever wondered why the Yomi switch between dark and light so easily?
I'm not good at pop quizzes, so no.
Think about it. It'll grow on you.
Is there spirits?
If you want to be light, Yggdrasil, you'll be light. No one can make you go dark.
So you've just got bad luck?
Happens.
Over 2,000 years?
It's a long time.
Want something different?
I do. I like light. I especially like light on my second highest branch.
All right. I don't know what that means.
So, like, the prong that comes from your shoulder, it starts to wiggle a little bit.
My armor?
Yes. Your actual sentinel armor, like, it starts moving. You see that you've got little shoulder spikes there?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of your shoulder spikes starts wiggling. That
Poke
one
it.
right there. I really like that one.
I scratch it. I tickle it.
Do you often scratch trees? I thought Naoko was the cat.
I don't do anything with trees.
You now. Wait, weren't you just fighting Sakura this morning? Don't you hang out with her all the time? Maybe you're closer to trees than you think.
Okay.
I know this is strange for you. You have a very green energy.
Well, yeah. I take care of the cemetery.
So,
I grow plants.
Hiko and Naoko, you're just watching Yggdrasil talk to herself for like the last 5 minutes.
Like, I just need to make you a deal for a minute. I don't know when this is going to happen or if this is going to happen because the future is a changeable tree that bends.
So can we hear like her half of the conversation?
Yes, absolutely. Kano's just like playing solitaire in the corner with the card deck.
Can I like pull out a bag of candy and offer something, Nako?
Of course.
Just eat and wait.
You want
Thank
something
you.
different, and I don't want to go dark. So we'll just make a deal. Right now, I stay light, and that's okay with you.
Of course it's okay with me. Is it okay with you?
Yes.
Well, all right then. You know, a promise you keep to yourself is the most important promise. You break it, you'll only be letting yourself down.
Do you tell that same thing to your 2,000-year-old line of dark girls? Just work with
Yes.
me. Just, I'll shoot it to you straight. You shoot it to me straight, and we'll figure this out together. Does that sound good? Right now, I'd
try
like to
not
stay.
be crooked.
I'd like to stay light.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. What do I call you?
Well, you can call me Sentinel Armor.
We'll stick with that. Very practical. I'm Yggdrasil, but you can call me Iggy. Nice to meet you.
Okay, Iggy. Okay, so Yggdrasil slowly lowers to the ground, and Scimitar is like, oh, finally. All right, well, are we doing something here?
Like, smacked him upside the face.
Wow, you slap him. He's just like, what was that for?
Because you're so stupid.
I
Well,
feel
that
like
wasn't
he'd be
very
like,
nice.
you're stupid. No, you're not
Listen-
stupid. You're mean. Yeah, you are mean. Why are you so mean?
Because you're annoying.
I'm not annoying. I'm charming. And he like switches his cloak, and he's like, everybody loves a good cloak.
And it's like tripping my mid squish.
He's standing up, and then he's down fall, and he's just like, wow, you are so mean. Can't believe we're related.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
What?
What?
What was that?
What?
We're related? Ha.
Kiko,
Kano wanders
That-
over and is just like, what?
what did I miss?
That's
What?
quite funny. He's obviously joking. There's no way I could be related to something like that.
Just having a sensitive moment with my sentinel armor, and all of a sudden you guys are family?
No. Must be very distant relatives. Very, very distant.
I thought you were a cat.
I thought you were a cat.
I'm gonna look at Scimitar.
Cats have families.
Yeah, we look. I'm with
Cats
Kiko.
have
You're both
families
with
all the
Scimitar.
time.
Yeah, Scimitar looks at Kiko and Yggdrasil and is like, cats have families?
I know.
Cat? David, are you a cat?
Maybe.
Meow.
So what he does is he grabs his cloak and he goes, Scimitar away! Squish! But in the process, he just starts running away.
Wait a second.
Do we want to? I could grab
Said
him.
yes
or try.
or
Yeah,
no.
grab him.
I'll try and grab the cloak.
We need more answers.
He's
to
not
this.
getting away that quick.
All right.
Or I'll step on it or grab it or something.
I mean, if all three of you are chasing him down, there's no way he's gonna get away.
Can't teleport. I just teleport in front of him and then trip him again.
Wait, do you have teleportation?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, if I'm fast.
You
right?
could certainly start
I'm
learning
star
it.
student. I'm star student, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like way out running, and then I'm just gonna like bop him on the side of the head, makes him like fall, tumble forward.
We cut to several seconds later where the three of you are in a triangle around him, and he's like on his knees on the ground, like, ah.
Talent, you
It
better
hurts.
spill the beans.
He's like all bruised up with like.
Are you okay?
He has fast healing. Don't worry about
He
it.
gets down on one knee in front of Kiko and like takes her hand and it's like, I'm perfectly fine as long as you're nearby. And he's pushed his cell phone into your hand.
I'm just like in the background going. "Ah."
Do you want me to hold this for you?
Only
Okay, I'll
if you'll
hold it.
put-
Don't worry. Like grab it.
Do you just
like,
throw
it?
No, my cell phone! Kano's
You
just
don't have anyone to call anyway.
Oh man, this after this. Dude.
Kano's in the background. She didn't chase him down with everybody else, so she's just like, I'll get it. She goes looking through the graveyard at midnight for a cell phone. Fine. Yes.
So-
Naoko and I are related.
How are we related? And why are you just now telling me this?
Well, I mean, it's a secret, obviously.
why is it a secret?
Well, I don't know, actually. Your mom just told me not to tell anyone.
Wait, what?
So,
Who did?
Your mom.
Your mom. My mom.
Well, I mean, yeah, both our moms.
Wait, you're my brother.
Yes. Also,
And you
I'm
have
a
the same
cat.
mom?
Must have been a stray cat that got you, huh?
Oh my god. He's like down on the ground on all fours crying right now. Anime style, river of tears. Just like,
I'm just gonna like
Okay.
looking down my nose at him. Like,
so mean, Nissan. So mean.
clearly you need this. Mom clearly has been coddling you. So weak. Ugh.
Why would your mom keep it a secret from you that you had a brother?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me, Oni-chan?
What is that thing that older brothers always like to be called?
Is it older?
No, he's not older, but I forget what the term for respect for an older brother is.
One-sama?
Nesa. So yeah, he like bounces up and he's like, I'll tell you. And he like looks dramatically at the moon. If you call me Ne-sama. Or whatever it is.
I just like punch him in the gut, like, tell me now.
Whoa! Naoko, calm down.
oh,
I
that
definitely-
hurt.
We have no
I
time
definitely
for this stuff.
Stand in the way a bit. All right, all right.
Listen, this is called sibling, interaction quarrel. Clearly, this is why we've interacted this way this entire time. He is the dumb younger brother, and I'm the older sister trying to toughen him up and teach him the way.
River of tears again.
Can I
See?
offer him a
Do you
tissue?
see this?
Yes, he'll take the tissue. But
Maybe
instead
we'll
of using
do
it,
some.
he's just gonna be like, a tissue from Kiko. I'm never using this. And he stuffs it because he wears like a fancy suit. He stuffs it in his jacket pocket.
Oh my god.
A favor from a lady.
I love this kid.
Do you want
Thank you.
another one to dry your eyes off?
Oh, yes, please.
This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. What manga
So-
have you been reading?
I am you, and you are me, and we don't know what Kiko is doing, and he's your brother.
Right. So where's mom?
Oh. Well, that's a long story.
All right. Well,
Do you have a summary?
Mom's a bartender at a Twilight Magical Girl Club.
really?
Wait,
Did you have a special club
like
name?
a Twilight Magical Girl
Yes,
Club,
she's
or
a-
like
She's
the
not like
Twilight Magical Girl Club that's over on the boulevard?
no. He's just like, wait, is that a thing? Can you go there?
Well,
He's
some
like,
people have
"Oh,
fetishes.
Wait, I think I've heard of that before. That's a bad thing?
Does your mom?
We should probably get back to talking about my mom instead of that other club. And he's like, but I'm gonna write that name down. No,
Do that
she's
right in
a-
front of
Too
Kiko?
young to go there, and
Wow,
I
when you
just
say that,
heard-
Naoko, he's like, haha, of course, I was joking. Completely joking.
I was just testing my limits.
Okay, hold the phone. Noko's a magical girl, and David is a magical boy, and your mom's then got to be a magical person.
She's a Twilight magical girl. She's not light or dark.
Okay. Some of this armor, some of the previous owners were Twilight magical girls. Maybe she'd know.
He's like, but I thought your previous owners were dark magical girls.
When was Twilight?
Well, the very last one was Twilight. The ones before that
Oh,
were the dark ones.
well, Twilight's not so bad. I like the Twilight girls. They're always really nice to me. He turns to Naoko and is like, that's right.
Clearly, they just pity you.
He's immediately bending in half again, like, oh. You know, I got nothing.
You bring this on
So mean.
yourself. Why do you keep trying?
You're so mean.
You're so mean.
I'm out here just trying to protect everybody.
We
Listen,
don't
you
need your
learn-
protection.
You need to
Oh.
learn how. You need to learn how to protect people before you try, because in doing so, you might bring us danger by trying to then protect you.
All
So
right.
how about
I think something's gonna happen here. He's gonna unbelt his scimitar and hold it out towards Yggdrasil, and very seriously say, "Teach me then. Teach me to be a magical girl guy. Magical girl guy. Magical knight. I want to join your nakama."
Please no, no. I will leave.
He's looking at you very seriously, Yggdrasil, ignoring Naoko.
I swear. Iggy.
Are you ignoring him?
I don't know what.
It's too deep. Hiko, you want to weigh in here?
If he wants to learn how to be the right way, why not?
In a rare moment of redemption, he doesn't say anything when Kiko stands up for him.
First for everything.
Kano shows up behind everybody. He's like, "I've got the phone!"
There. Get her to be your mentor. Perfect. All right. I'm out.
Naoko, who's better to teach him how to do right and be a strong magical knight than you two?
I feel like we've broken TL here. Are you okay?
He's just so
I
caught up
am
with other things.
David Scimitar. My future is dark, and I'm not quite sure I may be the right person right now until I can sort out what's happening. I don't think I'm the right teacher. I don't think I should be teaching anybody until I figure out how not to make this future happen where I'm killing people. Do you know Darkness, Dark Magic that corrupted Sakuta earlier today and sent you to the nurse's office? Was me.
No. Calm down, Iggy. Remember, you decide your own actions. You need to stop worrying about this future
I know.
being, because
I
it's
know.
not you, right?
I-
She says
I know.
she's you, but existentially she is not you.
I know.
You make that decision whether or not to go to the dark, whether or not to hurt other people. That is solely on you.
You're right.
And your
Why?
doubts are only going to weigh
You're
down.
all absolutely right.
down.
But David, I can't. I don't trust myself right now to say yes. I'm the right part of the team, or we're gonna be a team.
All right. He's gonna wait dejectedly as Kano takes him aside and is just like, "All right, well, I don't normally teach boys, but I'm sure I can give you some pointers. We're gonna start by getting you a better outfit, though. Seriously, like, I'm 200 years old and I know that's out of fashion."
Trench coats are creepy.
I think she's probably something like, "Although I'm not going clothes shopping with you at 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I look 23. It's not good. Why don't we go to the mall on the weekend? No, we'll have to figure out how this relationship's gonna work, kid."
Listen,
Rocky's
David.
back again. All right, the three of you are in a graveyard. In the middle of the night, Naoko's walking away. This episode got heavy. I thought we were gonna go for like a light magical girl Sailor Moon thing, and I feel like we went very Madoka Magica.
I'm still working through that one.
Some serious stuff happened. There's some family revelations. There's a string of dark and Twilight magical girls associated with my armor. I have a cyber eye. You have a cyber eye. We have a cyber eye.
I have an annoying brother. Incompetent.
Darkness, dark magic is Naoko's body and me, and we've swapped. And the big question mark is still where is Pico? Oh, and my armor kept saying something like it likes the second branch from the top. What does that mean? I'm not a
The
poet.
sunny branch.
I think I was talking about that one spike that wiggled.
Put it in the light.
Well, I guess we'll wait till tomorrow morning because there's nothing I can do about it now. I'm assuming it's
Very
nighttime.
true.
I don't know. So what do you do with trees? I don't know what to do with trees.
You sleep on them.
I gotta sleep on this spiky armor?
No, well,
Well-
trees, you plant them and you water them and you put them in sunlight.
I have
and they
no
grow.
problem putting this armor in the ground. I'm okay.
Maybe
with that.
maybe it's not literally, you know, a little bit.
Like I said, you determine the direction the armor takes ultimately, because you are the wearer of the armor.
Yeah, well. I have a feeling this thing is gonna try and wear me.
What's the anime where that happens? Kill la Kill? Where the clothes wear the people?
What?
I
What?
feel like
Not
that's
sure.
the correct one. Alright, I'll look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Yes, absolutely. DL, you need to add this to your list.
My watch list?
Kill la Kill. I'll
Okay.
type it out. Oh no, Iki's
I
got it
see
in
it.
chat.
I see it in the chat.
The clothes wear the people in that anime. It is sick.
Kill. La.
It also gets super weird.
Just going off that, like that very base part of this, the anime sounds like it.
I mean,
Starts
this
off weird.
this particular anime that we are currently role playing sounds pretty weird. It's like in the first episode, time travel, body swaps.
And a brother.
Oh
And
yeah,
one
of course,
baby
secret
brother.
and transforming motorcycles, of course.
And Mochi.
Mochi.
Mochi
Ton of
ice cream.
Mochi. Is there a final scene we want to do for the night? Is there something anyone wants to wrap up on?
Maybe talk to Yano.
Princess Yano?
Princess Yano.
Alright.
Yano.
Yano. Alright.
Yano.
I think we cut to somewhere in the astral plane. The mists are in every direction, and you are in a palace made entirely out of crystal, the Mender's Palace. Everywhere you look, there are other magical girls of all ages, just looking through books, using construction gear. One of them's got one of those massive rollers that they're just rolling through the palace. And you can hear her. She's just like, all right, listen, I got to get to San Francisco. Get out of the way. We got a major emergency down there. It's a class 3. Come on, girls. Chop, chop. And in the center of it, all of the hall, there's a crystal throne where Princess Yano sits. She looks a lot like you, Naoko, but her pinkification levels are on overload. Like you've got a couple ribbons. Her hair is basically just ribbons. She's wearing fake cat ears over her actual cat ears. Her weapons are 2 swords with ribbons that attach to the sheaths so that she can throw them and pull them back. Just pink everywhere. So much
I
pink.
kind of like wish, like, golly, I thought I was kind of gaudy with all my pink and bows, but oh my goodness.
Huge, huge skirts, fluffiness everywhere, lace. And she's just like, now, Ko, we recognize you. You may approach. Right now.
Well, hello, Nyanyo.
You know.
Congratulations on your election as princess.
Thank you. I always knew this day would come.
I see that you're
It's been 2 weeks. Of course I was going to be princess.
yeah. Well, I see that your head hasn't gotten any smaller, which is a good thing, I guess.
It's
Anyway,
a popularity contest. Of course I was going to win.
all right. Anyway, we have some important matters to discuss. Rocky, I assume you know my mentor, the motorcycle.
Yes, I know
Sure.
him. Know of him.
Well, he told me about you, and to seek you out because we're having an issue with some dark magical girls from the future who are supposedly myself and Yggdrasa body swapped.
Well,
And they have actually taken Rocky to wherever they are now.
well, I am very smart. So, there
Can you
is...
give me a towel from Merman's face? Or like a napkin?
Oh my gosh, it's a cat again. Oh, just... we can
Yeah.
barely see it on the
No,
cameras.
she's
It's
not
there.
feeling well. That's all. She's getting super,
Right at the edge.
super clingy. I can turn it a bit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
No, she's gone.
She walked away.
Immediately gone.
Oh,
Look at Rocky. Rocky's just like,
jeez.
alright, I'm here. Yep, I'm here. Okay, just under the chin more. Alright. Alright, I'm diving back now. Okay. You go, Rocky. Go.
Oh my god, look at your... Oh my gosh, he's loving it.
Yano's just like,
I
well,
have to show you the replay, babe, of this. My friend's cat.
time
Come,
travel.
you don't have to keep, talking yourself up. We get it. You're on a throne, for Christ's sake.
All right.
Let's go.
So she leans down and switches her accent. And she's like, okay, Nyauko, fine, whatever. I didn't even care anyway. So, time travel's certainly a possibility, but have you considered that they just stole your identity? That's a type of magic as well.
Mean swapping into our bodies?
No, just your identity. Steal everything about a person, their powers, aspects, fates, all of that stuff. It's
they
pretty
look
high
like us?
level, but
But they're not us.
exactly.
But they know all our moves. They know what we're gonna do next.
Well, you could get around that. Just rewrite history.
But how do you know that the history we are rewriting isn't already wrote in wherever they're from?
You don't.
By rewriting it, we're playing into their hand.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's not going to work out the way you think it's going to work out. Right? Because the history that's already written is the one that they're living.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you rewrite it, you're the one changing the game. You gotta think with your...
What else would I
Finger?
think with?
With your pointer finger?
Well, sometimes I think about fish.
Well, yeah, fish is amazing, but
Yeah,
you still
fish
think
is
about it with your
amazing.
head.
I don't understand why they don't just serve fish all the time here. I'm the princess. They should do what I say.
Well, why didn't you tell them to do that?
Well, I have told them to do that.
Well, they
Still.
don't?
I know.
Well, why did you raise hell about that?
I
mean, aren't you a magical girl? You can't, make it appear.
She's like, I've never even thought about that.
Princess, I'm sure you know
How
about
are you the princess?
sustainable
Oh, my
fishing
goodness.
practices, unless these are magical fish that are not coming from our lakes and oceans. It's probably better not to overfish, right?
She's just like,
She has to watch
oh,
her
it's-
weight. She is
it's
getting a
on
little
it.
big.
Oh my god. she just slaps you on the nose immediately. She's like, blam! In
Yo.
front of everybody. It makes a really loud sound and everyone turns to look. Nalco,
Excuse me.
you're so mean. I can't believe you say I put on weight. I only put on a quarter pound. You can't
All
even
over
turn
your
back into a
body.
cat.
Well, I mean, to be fair, someone has to bring you down to size. You have kind of blown your head up quite a bit, especially sitting on that throne. Remember back in the old days in the temple, you always had an air about you, and I was always there to kind of keep your head on straight, so to speak.
While you're talking, she starts just hitting you on the head with her hand, like a cat batting another cat.
I'm just like, I start like batting her.
I feel like we
It's
got
like-
the anime thing where you're both batting each other, but there's like a weird cloud around both of you. You're moving back and forth, just like.
It's like
But her chibi head turns to Yggdrasil and Kiko and says, "I know what you're looking for. You need a way out of this. I can do the research for certain spells, rituals, but you need to get the ingredient for me. It's pretty difficult to obtain. The Tear of a Yomi, or if you know any Twilight magical girls, if you could get them to tell you something true, to get a promise out of them, that would work."
Okay.
My armor
So we just
knows
need
of
this
Twilight
promise. We don't need
magical
like an
girl.
actual physical thing.
No.
So how do you know the
My-
Twilight girl is
Well,
going
you'd have to talk to a Twilight magical girl and get them to promise you something.
What they don't break? Will they break the promise?
Well, then it's not a true promise. And it won't work.
No,
Maybe
I
like
think
a
I may be able to help with that.
Yeah. You think it could be like a simple promise? A promise.
As long as it's true, that's all that matters.
Okay.
And because you're not very powerful, you've only got 28 days to get this. You'll have to
Okay.
cast it during the next full moon.
When we cast this, doesn't that mean we won't be us anymore? We won't exist anymore?
No. They won't exist anymore.
What does this exactly do?
And she's just like, yeah, I've outthought them.
But what exactly does this do? You explained very little about what this ritual actually accomplishes. And what
Rather than change the past, we're going to change the future. Yeah, smart, right? That's why I'm a cat and they're not.
But one of them is.
What?
one of them is the future me. And I'm a
Right,
cat.
but we're going to change the future so that she never exists.
Okay.
I know.
What?
All
Smart.
right.
Why do you think they came back?
Who cares?
Do they want us to do this? I'd look at Kiko and Noko.
Yeah, like, do you have some information? I'd like to read the book that you read to this ritual on.
All right, let me see here. It will take you a week of study in order to discern the spell yourself.
Okay.
So she like, you're like, let me see the book, and she like pulls out this massive tome and sets it in front of you. Dust flies everywhere, and she's like, "That's the spell."
I see.
Now
How
let
long
me
did
read
it
it.
take you to? Okay, you go. Like, push it like over to you.
Oh, it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I just kind of push it on the ground. Yeah, don't even pick it up.
I feel like
I mean-
it probably like makes a noise as you push her, like.
I want to borrow this, but could you guys maybe help me carry it?
So the princess is like,
Well,
library
want-
card.
here's mine. Well, like, am I able to read it faster with my
No.
Star Student Intel? Okay.
And I feel like that's a good place to go out on. Man, things are so confused right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
TL, I hope you're
Mhm.
okay. You feel like you went very dark during this episode.
No, it was I was just kind of going where the story was going. I mean, an armor that's got a history of, either picking magical girls that are dark or twilight, or turning them darker to the twilight.
I feel like I was pretty emotionally invested in this episode.
Yeah.
But mostly because Scimitar was always just like,
We had a rough
It's,
episode.
Yeah, it's I was thinking about a lot of stuff, and then of course the future, us, we not only is the future, but we body swapped, and we just don't know why. Like, why didn't we just keep our bodies? Why did we swap bodies? Where's Kiko in all of this? Is it the right idea that she should be making our plans? In which case, us coming to this princess has already been pre-done, and maybe they want us to do this, right? Like, oh, this.
Yeah, that whole future spin this makes it like
Yeah,
like a
like
whole,
oh
like,
my
a huge
goodness,
dimension to it.
how do we do this? Yeah, it becomes very like Back to the Future-y. Like, if I undo this, what does get done? Am I sure that if I'm undoing that timeline, that this timeline stays put? Are they from
here? I
two
do
different
nothing.
Right. But then that doesn't for Yggdrasil doesn't work because dark magic randomly pops up. Except she doesn't kill me, so I don't know what's happening. Right, I'm not quite sure why now we've both showed up, dark magic, and cyber Yggdrasil.
Why does she have a bow?
Yeah, like I don't know why any of that has. Why they come back and they're oh, I'm getting beat, or why we're fighting at all. Right now, just move on and do what you need to do in your other timeline or in this one, but that's not what's happening. So there's something else going on, I think. And Yggdrasil is very concerned, like, do we kill Kiko? Did Kiko swap our bodies? Is this her fault? So she's in like at once wants to make sure her friends are safe, and at the other is like becoming much more suspicious. What'd y'all do to me?
welcome to the next level of future plot lines. I have a person in my chat named JS Fallen, and I was like, listen, JS, the biggest headache in the world is doing time travel plots. That's why I never do them. And he's like, no, time travel's great. And I was like, let me show you how terrible it is.
I feel like it makes it like so kind of almost like he's like spin it like, aha, this is exactly what we wanted you to do type deal. It's like
and I kind of dig though that if we're ending, like it ends on this sort of moment of like, we really need to, like, what is this ritual that we're going to get involved in? Like, what's this? I mean, what's this altering time and essentially making it so that people don't exist? Like, that's huge.
Future use too.
Yeah. And right, is it just those people that was it anybody else in a future timeline that gets swiped out? Like, I'm not quite sure I want to do that.
I'm pretty sure I just heard that cat. That cat is loud.
Yep.
Rocky.
oh, what a cutie
I feel
pie.
like Rocky got MVP cat. I know everybody has cats that they love, but Rocky just keeps coming back.
No, my cats are
He
drooling
looks
today,
so
so
cuddly.
no.
No
Sick
one
cats
never
are
let me do that.
fine. Yeah, no,
Like,
my
wow.
oh,
Wow.
you just sort of plops, Rocky plops.
No.
And, like, she literally says her name when she meows. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it got very
No.
so it got deep, I think, for Yggdrasil, but then it got very like time traveling. And I was like, "Whoa, we start messing with timelines. What happened?" And surprise, brother.
Backhand.
Post stream, because I've already gotten 2 messages about it. Post stream, I will talk with this group of fine players about if there'll be a third one.
A third one shot.
I feel like at that point, like the beginning will just be young Yggdrasil showing up and just be like, "We've traveled from the past to now.
From the past,
No matter what you do, don't do this thing."
back to the future. or Kiko, somebody. Kiko knows what's up. That's what I think.
I mean, I mentioned that there could be another one, and
We need to find future Kiko. That's what we need to do.
Oh, so that's your plan? Is rather than change the future, you're gonna go to find future Kiko?
I think we find future Kiko. I'm gonna throw that out there as an option. That before we decide to completely disrupt and eliminate the entire timeline of people, let's find the other person that's involved.
Kind of like, I'm gonna blow his popsicle stand.
Yeah,
So,
let's get
guys.
rid of that timeline. Whoosh, ritual done.
Uh,
Yes.
Before we do outros, I wanted to say some people had a problem with me running this game. They had heard, they apparently had never read the game, but they'd heard that there was the thing where male characters get 50% more hit points and were slightly more powerful, and accused like the game of being horribly sexist and not gender specific. And I said, well, if you don't like it, just remove the rule. And I feel like we did that here to pretty good effect.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I literally played Scimitar exactly as powerful as he was with 3 hope points. And he's very weak. He's very weak.
Oh wow, yeah, 3 hope points.
Yeah, he's only got 3 connections.
We start with way more than I see. Yeah.
He's so weak.
Oh,
He shows up and he's like, I'm super cool, and then he just gets taken out in 1 hit.
But I'm happy at least you had the conversation. I think I saw it happening.
It was
people
terrible. It was
Yeah,
one of the
people
worst
were
Twitter conversations I've ever had.
super, super offended and very sensitive about it. But
It's also like
what I don't want to see though, Arthur, is you sort of not doing these games. Right? I'd rather have if we can have the critical conversation. Hopefully, it didn't get exceptionally nasty, which is where
I didn't think
I have
so.
an issue. But we can have these super critical conversations because, for instance, I liked Monster Hearts, and that can take some very interesting turns depending how the characters and the story, the person running the story want to go. We had a very light, like Queen Bee and Class President kind of light affair mostly, but I could see how
with
a
the
game,
snake people, yes.
yeah, I could see how a game like Monster Hearts could go in a very different
Oh,
direction.
you missed the one with Cotton.
Prompt those conversations.
Cotton did Monster Hearts with us, and I think she ended up killing all the other cast members and then walking away in the rain with a gun.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that
It was
is very dark.
It was so dark. Also, she was apparently the son of or the daughter of the devil. So it was really dark.
But I could understand how some people be like the game designers are kind of, they're the ones that are creating this system where there's this imbalance. Because I am sensitive to those kinds of things. I've seen RPGs or board games on Kickstarter where all of the characters that they show are male. And so I asked the question, like, where are the women characters? Or where are the people of color characters, right? But in a game like this, as an RPG, I do think that you as the DM or GM should be able to say, you know what, I really am not going to play with that rule. I don't care what the game designers want. I don't care what's happening. That's not what we're going to do. And I think there needs to be a space for, yes, there's always, right? We live in the real world every day, but every now and again, it's kind of nice to play a game where we don't have to, like, I'm not going to talk about it. That's not what my story's about. Sorry, Lexi.
Oh no, it's fine. I was just gonna say it's like the only way where I could see that being acceptable is kind of like like with any kind of like MMORPG where different races have different like passives or bonuses, or
right? Or
so like if there's like a countermeasure, right, towards like they get 50% of their HP, then like the girl, magical girls get X, right? So then it's kind of like almost like how do you want to play your character?
Sure.
Then that'd be, then I see that being kind of, a little different.
Well,
just like one side like that, and then it's another.
I definitely see where people get salty about it because it's very specifically, to Arthur's point, you're saying was very specifically a gender thing, right? Like when D&D does it, it's a race thing, and we're talking about fantasy races, so there's probably a lot less salt back there.
Actually.
Right? But like humans in D&D don't start with the same, like you don't get dark vision, and you don't get this, that, you don't move fast, you don't get a +1 armor or something like this. But you get a bunch of other stuff to balance out the things that you're not getting, depending on what race you're playing in D&D.
D&D 3.0 had a number of characters called iconics that were, the pictures in the book of the specific characters. Yeah. And I think way more than half of them were men. Like, a improbable number of them were men. And it was such a big issue that when Pathfinder went to make its iconics, they were like, great, this is a woman and she's
Right.
you know, like she's Arabic. Well, what Kadiran, whatever passes for it. And they made diversity like their key issue. And since then, I don't want to say Pathfinder was behind it because Pathfinder isn't the only people who've done it. Over the last decade, there have been huge leaps in the tabletop gaming industry, I think.
For more, yeah, intersectionality, right, and more diversity. That was a big deal for us when we were playing Spears of the Dawn.
Yes.
First, could you have a group of mature people that could handle the content, because people could get kind of stupid if they don't know.
I mean,
we're not trying to run this kind of game. It's an African fantasy
there was a person
setting.
I was looking for to be on the cast that said, I don't think I'll be able to handle this. And I was like, okay. You don't have to play. Like, I'm not going to force you to play if you...
And you can, and I think you can have games that address that. Again, like Monster Hearts is a great game where you could go and talk about LGBTQIAX issues.
I mean, the writer is LGBTQIA plus. So
right. Non-binary issues with disability, issues with mental health, right? Personal. Monster Hearts is the perfect setting for that. So I think part of it is also what kind of game and what kind of story does the GM and the players want to tell. And I think we've got to make a space for that. Sometimes some of us want to play in those kinds of real deep games where we ask those challenging questions. And sometimes some of us don't. Sometimes we just, again, want to talk to our sentinel armor and have a secret brother and offend our cats. But
you know how hard it is.
There's got to be space for those.
Role-playing a tree was hard. I was like really slow. Come up with wise sayings. And I was like, shit, I don't know any wise sayings. Say something about branches and tall and light. Maybe wind.
I'm happy we talk about it, and I'm happy that we can put a finger, like I'm gonna point at it, or at least I'm gonna boop, just address the thing. What I would hope is that as good gamer citizens, we're continuing to I think find the games for the right games for us, right? If it's not working for you, then don't do that. And if that GM's not working for you, then don't go there. And if those players are not working for you, then don't play. Find the space for you. I don't think we have to force players and GMs into particular styles or games that isn't going to work for them. There's someone who was asking about games. Someone was asking about games for kids. I'm like, I'm not going to recommend every single game for kids. Like, it's just not. That's they probably don't want to have this political conversation about representation of the number of hit dice that males get in, or hope points that males get in Magical Girls RPG. But I did recommend Magical Girls RPG to my friend and their kids, and she's in 4th grade, because it seems like if you want to tell a more lighthearted story, you can.
I was hoping we'd tell a lighthearted story today.
I know. It just went where it went.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, I agree with Tice in the chat. I agree with that. I mean, sometimes you want to play political emotional, and sometimes
we're just crashing in the dungeon and murder goblins.
Sometimes it's murder hobo, right?
Tice is a notorious murder hobo. So look at Cod. Cod's just like, yeah, I know that.
The first game I played with Tice, he betrayed my character, killed my kingdom, and tried to sell me to slavery.
Kyle.
All in a day's work.
What a jerk.
What he did.
I have a game for you, TL, before we start wrapping up. Let me suggest this to you. It's called Night Witches. It's about the Night Witch Regiment of so it's based on actual events.
That's a World War
II.
They ran bombing.
Yes.
Nighttime raids, right? Yeah, I heard of these.
All the characters are women, and it's about their relationship with each other, their relationship with the officers, their relationship with their planes.
Ooh.
And trying to defeat the Nazi scum.
I'll definitely check this out. and it sounds like that kind of thing, like which is would definitely lend itself to this kind of deep emotional political conversation, right? And so I bet I can find a bunch of people ready to have that conversation. So thank you so much for pointing that out.
Did you have like?
I mean, it sounds like
Mustang
you already knew about it.
as like
No,
an
I knew
attachment on your
about the night
plane?
witches.
Sorry, what was
The-
the question, Lexi?
Well, it's like a joke question. Can you have
Okay.
can you have an attachment for your plane like Mustang? Like have Mustang attached to your plane, like a specialty weapon.
A
That'd
Colonel
be-
Mustang.
Just shooting
The,
fireballs.
I knew about the
Oh, you knew about the
night
actual
witches,
bomber
the actual
movement. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And
No,
because
it's a very good game.
there was another group of women. They're called the Dead something. Dead. Oh my goodness. And a friend of mine were talking about it because somebody had an issue with like representation again in games, and you're like, so you're okay again with zombies, but you're not okay with like ladies. I don't understand this. And I was like, so what you're telling me is we should really just make a video game about these Deathbringer. The name of their group, like these women in the military, were called this, and people are like, yes. And I was like, and something like chickens walking on machine gun legs. I don't know. That was supposed to be our video game.
I don't know what's happening. Okay. The thing I like about the RPG community is that occasionally you'll see someone being a shitlord, and then like 15 people will descend like crows to just be like, "No, we're bad. Stop doing that." I'll tell you, I have a friend, Eric Vulgaris, that anytime he sees someone say something like, I don't know how to play a female character, he'll like show up out of nowhere and be like, what's up, motherfucker? How about you just treat them as a person?
Yeah, how about you just talk? That's it. It's really that simple. I think there are other motivations beyond gender and beyond race, and those are the things for characters you can capitalize on. Right? There was a question that came up today. It was in a Chris Perkins thing. Somebody asked, like, I don't know, I'm gonna have a hard time playing all evil. How do you think it'll go?
Evil player characters.
Right, and Chris Perkins was like, well, it's gonna be a very short game, and some of us, me, I have a bit of a different point of view.
I agree. No, I've seen long-term evil games.
I did a
yeah.
six-person evil campaign, and it was great because again, it's about the agenda, right? And how do we want to achieve the goal? So not all evil is the same, and not all evil has the same idea of how to achieve their agenda in this Dungeons and Dragons role-playing universe. So it was a lot of when the time is right, like grinning at each other or like just wait and see, and it was fantastic because there were layers and flavors and exploring characters in ways and giving them agendas that were beyond that were more than just alignment, right? And so when I hear people say, how would I play a female character? It's like, well, I honestly say it depends on what your agenda is. I mean, if your agenda is to play a female character that is struggling with something, play the struggle. If your agenda is to play a female character that's in love with someone, play the love. Like, right? That's any story. It doesn't have to be about your gender, or it could be. But I find that it's what is the agenda of the characters and the teams, and how can we make those work. I played my D&D noob game yesterday, was all about evil characters and good characters, trying to sort out how they're going to work together. And they had really deep conversations. One character was going, she'd never played D&D before. She's like, I don't know if I want to kill the evil thing solely because it's evil. And it was just a beautiful moment to watch someone in a fantasy world have this inner conflict. What a great story moment. So she rolled the dice, and the dice said, no, you won't do it. You don't think that's enough. And then she just played that right out from there. So sometimes if you don't know the agenda, you can either work with your fellow characters or let the dice tell you what your agenda is. But I don't think coming out of the gate with just like, I don't know how to play a female character. I don't know how to play a black character. I don't know how to play a character that's crippled. Like, they're people, so play a person. That's all.
I once played a character that was literally just a good friend that I had named Dominic Prevet. It was amazing playing as him. and he didn't even know it. He literally didn't see the show until months later. He someone made a fan art of it, and I was like, "No, you're doing it wrong, and I'll tell you why. Because the character's black." And he looks like this, because this is Dom. This is his face, right? I was like, this is his face. This is Dom. This is what the character looks like. I love that you do fan art, but this is the guy that you just heard.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That must have been exciting to
He
play
redid
Dom.
it. He redid the fan art and replaced all of the original guy with Dom, and it was so good.
Dom was good. We played with Dom, right? Dom was
Dom
Spears
was
of the Dom.
Dom was
Spears of the Dawn.
Gofu Oaks, right?
Gofu. Oh, he had such a good story too.
He was a child running away from home when
And then yeah. Oh man, what a good story.
All right, we're right here around 1 a.m. I feel like I'm
go,
burning all my light.
Go home.
Let's start outros. Yale's all about playing other games other than D&D, and so am I. I'll be playing BattleTech, which is a mech warrior game about moving giant battle mechs across the battlefield, shooting each other this Thursday. And then next week, same time, well, not same time, I think it's at 8 o'clock next week. But it's Tuesday. We'll be playing Cotton, Lexi, and Pondo will be joining me for Made RPG. Aerosida will be live drawing everything that happens, all the characters, all the maids. This is a game that's so random. At any time, a player can be like, I would like something random to happen. I'm just going to take this giant pile of dice and roll it, and let's see what happens.
Made RPGs come up again.
Made RPG has been, for every channel that's run it, it's been the cursed bane. Once they run Made RPG, nothing is ever the same.
Oh.
That's when all the hentai comes out.
Oh.
Come on, Lexi. You gotta keep the hentai back. Keep the hentai back.
Get me in there.
We're going for Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid.
Listen, that's what my channel is all about. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh, I have to
deny myself.
What's happening? I gotta go check out Lexi's channel.
Jeez.
Oh goodness.
We'll work on it, Lexi. I'm not gonna say it. I'm actually not gonna do that. I was gonna be like, I'll run a hentai game for you, but then I was like, no, I can't. I literally can't. I can't go that far.
Not on Twitch.
You know what though? I bet you'd like a Vampire the Masquerade game, playing a bunch of sexy vampires.
That does sound like a lot of fun.
I know Aerosido. Just watch in like 10
That
seconds in
sounds
chat. Aerosido's gonna be like,
awesome.
Vampire the Masquerade. I love that game. That game is old. All right, that's what I got going on.
I played Werewolf the Apocalypse in college.
Oh, there you go. Right there, werewolf.
That's some OG.
Yep, there's Aerosido.
Yeah.
All right, Cottontail, you're also an artist, just like Aerosido. What can you tell us about yourself as we sign off tonight?
I sometimes post my doodles on Twitter unless I forget.
You take pictures of your sister's cat and put them on Twitter? I feel like
I
if
don't
you
think
did,
I
you'd
have
get
any.
a lot more followers.
I used to take pictures of JoJo and put them on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, JoJo was great.
JoJo was the best.
JoJo was... okay, I'm not gonna... Well, it's probably the best hedgehog.
Oh, he had a hedgehog. I
Yeah.
love this cat. You could do that
Right.
cat.
So
That cat beard,
adorable.
right?
Probably could.
My cat
That'd
would
be-
literally bite my finger off.
Yeah, Mo would not like that. Like,
He's not even the chillest cat. There's a big fat orange cat named Whiskers who lets me do pretty much anything.
wow.
Just pointing out in
No.
the chat, Monster Hearts has come up.
We did.
Just
Mo
talking
played.
about
would not
that.
be cool with that.
All three
Uh,
of these players have joined me for Monster Hearts at one point.
Oh, it's so good.
TL, let's talk about you. You have so much going on all the time. It's so hard to keep track of everything you're doing and get you on this show.
Life is good. I can't complain. Things are good. And my cats are a little, I don't know what's going on. My girl cat's here, sort of laying on the laptop because she's not feeling well. So we'll take care of her. And thank you everyone again for your well wishes for my boy cat, who's now given his cold to his sister. So take care of her. It should be good. Work is great. I work for Legendary Digital Networks, which is home of Geek and Sundry and Nerdist. We'll be at Gen Con. So if you're going, have a great time. Enjoy it. And I've got Wrestling RPG coming up, dudes. That was so much fun. So expect to see more pictures. And I'm always, like Arthur said, looking for new, especially indie games, things that are fly under the radar that folks don't know. I'll shout out to BJ Hensley, who does, playground RPGs, which are all age appropriate for kids, and Grant Howitt, who does, he puts together one-shot, one-pagers. One's called Honey Heist, one's called Big Gay Orcs. Following some folks on Kickstarter. I've been supporting a lot of Kickstarters lately. So for indie folks, one's Crystal Sully, at Crystal Sully on Twitter, with a C, Crystal with a C. Great book stuff that's out. So I'm looking to I support kind of in that space, that kind of thing, looking at those kinds of things that are happening. And then so Recito takes commissions. So I will definitely be checking in on that stuff. But if you got any indie recommendations for games, for anime, I've got a list of anime now: Kill la Kill, My Hero Academy, Death Note, and Brotherhood. So I've got stuff to check out.
If you start watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, we won't hear from you again for like
that's
3
it.
months.
I will let you know how it goes.
Really good.
I'm also still in my summer of comics, #summer of comics. I'm reading Star Trek Waypoint now. So if you got some comic book recommendation or graphic novel recommendation, I will take it. And then I'm supposed to do a fall of anime and knitting. So I'm supposed to learn to knit in the season of the fall and watch the anime. So I've got my anime.
Just listening to this.
It's nice to get back in. It's nice to just take a moment and go, I'd like to, if you work or you take care of your families, or you're dealing with health issues, I sometimes realize, well, I'm not watching any of my friends' content, right? I'm not watching shows, I'm not reading the books, I'm not playing the video games. Maybe I'll go watch a movie, but I want to do things that are in my space, that support my fellow, geeks and nerds. So I'm trying to get back to those kind of my roots a little bit more than just like Netflix and chill. Like, sure, Game of Thrones, I get it, it's going to be there, but I'd like to see what stuff I haven't seen before that is happening in the indie scene and the artist scene, that kind of thing. So I'm trying something a little different.
I would suggest Haikyuu, but again, we wouldn't see you for 2 months.
Is that like just HI and the letter Q?
I'll get it for you. It's the Japanese volleyball anime. It's so much better than it sounds.
No, my goddaughter, she told me about this, and another one where they're all on the swim team.
Oh, I think that's called Free.
Wait.
Oh, Haikyuu. Okay. Thank you for thing. Haikyuu, not H. I always thought it was.
I didn't add the exclamation points by accident. That's actually in the title.
I thought it was that.
Oh, no. I think it's the Japanese word for volleyball, but don't quote me on that.
Got it. Sure. Thank you.
So good.
So I'm on Twitter at PML33T. It's right there in the lower thirds. So if you've got stuff you want to share, I'd love to know what you're into, what you're passionate about, art, comics, anime. I have to check out Lexi's channel now with his hentai craziness. Am I in for it? Maybe I should stay away. No, I'm gonna be brave.
You'll learn.
That's what I need.
Will be broadened
you say words,
on many
Lexi,
fronts.
You say words that I don't know, and you taught me weeb, and now I have to learn some more. So Lexi senpai right now.
Very much welcome. Very much welcome.
Lexi senpai.
Yes.
All right, Lexi senpai, walk us out. Let's hear it. Lexi senpai.
Hi. So I am Lexi. Lexitails online. Well, not like without the online, like on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, at Lexitails. I guess it's all kind of like down below me right there. I do main Twitch streaming for the most part, mainly League of Legends, but more and more I've been kind of coming with the RPG stuff with Arthur here. He's been kind of pulling me away from the League more and more, which is nice. I have a lot of fun with RPG. It's kind of like a completely different dynamic to what I'm used to with video games and streaming in general. And it's a fun thing for me, and it's not salt inducing like League is. But I mean, if you're into anime, if you like wee stuff or hentai stuff in general, you should definitely come hang out. We generally stream later than Arthur, and I usually come in and give a nice host. So definitely appreciate that. So yeah, come say hi.
Okay. Any last words? Any final thoughts?
No, this was
East
fun.
Coasters, thank you for chilling, yo. It's only 10 o'clock in my hood, so
It's
thank you so
1:10
much for being
a.m., so
so dedicated. I know it. I know the struggle. Thank you for staying up so late and playing so late.
Naps are OP
Appreciate it.
for
All
sure.
right.
Of course.
That's it. We're done. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, Yasumi.
Bye, Arthur.